Hello everybody, I'm up to the West Ham Way YouTube channel. The regulars are back this evening. It is Everton versus West Ham United. Let's jump straight into things, lads. I'm sure people want to see the lineups or at least want to comment on the lineups. Let's start with West Ham. The infamous Craig Dawson returns to the starting 11. Ben Rahman's in a 10 role, I believe. Allaire keeps his place despite Antonio's fitness. Lads, Soufal's also back in. What are we saying? Are we feeling a little bit more comfortable with this lineup?
Yeah, without a doubt. I think reintroducing Soufal was obviously needed. Fredericks is obviously out of the squad due to an injury-related problem, so whatever that means. But yeah, nice to have Soufal in. We need his work rate. We need his sort of his hard work going up and down the field. But also, Dawson keeps his place. Very interesting. Let's hope that he can sort of replicate his relatively decent performance against Southampton, despite the shaky first 10 minutes. That attack looks really, really promising. Ben Rama in the number 10 role, Fornals and Bowen back on the wings and Allaire up top. So hopefully Allaire will have a lot more service and a lot more sort of opportunity to do well. I think that was the same sort of attacking lineup against Leeds that we had, I think, potentially. I don't know.
Yeah, very similar.
Or similar at least. But you know, when they're all working together, I think they can create something really good. But yeah, overall, very, very positive feelings towards this team, and yeah, hopefully we can nick something out of this game.
And what's really important for me, I think it's something that's been really overlooked if you look at our bench. So obviously, okay, there's a bit more with the revelation of Fredericks' injury. I was thinking, I looked on the bench and I saw, where's Fredericks? He had a good game against Southampton. You know, and I see there's two centre backs, Balbuena and Diop. So my thinking was, that's Moyes thinking, if let's say this lineup doesn't work, we could go to 5 at the back. We've got 2 centre backs on the bench. That's what I thought maybe the preparation was because, you know, there was talk of maybe going to 5 at the back in order to handle Richarlison and Calvert-Lewin up top. But obviously now that theory's gone out the window for me with Fredericks. But it is the best possible lineup we could have, bearing in mind Antonio is not fully match fit. There could be an argument for Lanzini deserves to start ahead of Fornals, but I just believe Fornals is slightly better worker, and we need someone to come back a bit deeper, especially if Rice sits back. Then you need someone in line with Soucek for that counter attack, rather than someone that's going to potentially be drifting out wide a lot more, like Lanzini has a habit to. But I've got no real complaints other than the obvious Craig Dawson alarm bells. But look, he had an all right game against Southampton. Mayor at the beginning, but he came into it and was solid. Possibly harsh to drop him, and equally, it's quite clear that there's something up with Diop. I've already made my predictions on Twitter. My predictions are this will be a score draw. Ben Rama's going to get an assist, but Dawson's going to cost us a goal. So I'm balancing out the optimism with the negativity there. So I'm going with score draw, but Ben Rama's going to get an assist today and prove that he deserves to start.
It's interesting, isn't it? Like, I think on the predicted 11, I wanted Lanzini in the 10, Ben Rama on the left. And I think beforehand we were talking about Fornals' role, and particularly Aaron Cresswell did struggle a little bit against the pace of Theo Walcott. They've got Bernard in the side, more of a natural winger there that could cause Cresswell issues. So I'm actually more happy now Fornals is in the side. I think his work rate was quite impressive in the last game. Angus, would you have maybe had Lanzini in the side? I thought he played quite well against Southampton.
I would personally, and I think if you're playing a number 10, ideally their role isn't to defend as much. So the frustration with Fornals is, everyone says he had a good game last time out, and to be fair, he did. But most of the good things he did was in defence, which is quite interesting. As a number 10, Lanzini's a better number 10. I don't think anyone can argue with that. And going to the thing about Fornals, needing to cover Cresswell. I think if you imagine saying Richarlison had to cover their left back, it just doesn't make sense. So, but I think the lineup altogether, I remember Dennis saying after the Southampton game that Dawson would start. Watch this. I thought there's absolutely no way. And sure enough, as the hours have rolled on, I'm thinking, here we go, he's going to start, and he does start. But hopefully he can live up to, his ability. We'll see. Che Adams, he dealt with Che Adams pretty well, and I think Dominic Calvert-Lewin, albeit a better forward, has similar qualities. Got the pace on him. So Che Adams in many ways was dealt with. And Danny Ings had a quiet day. Obviously, he made that mistake in the offside, but hopefully he can have another good game. We need the leadership. And, as for Ben Rama, very happy to see him starting. Antonio, obviously, still not got 90 minutes in him, but hopefully he can come off the bench.
Yeah, let's jump straight into this Everton side. I did the predicted 11. There's been a few changes. Old Ancelotti has tried to veer away from what I thought he would. You've got Bernard in the side now instead of Iwobi, who has been playing really well for Everton recently. Coleman comes onto that right-hand side, so you expect a little bit more width, a player that can get forward, probably unlike Mason Holgate, and obviously Holgate slots into the back two. Lads, what are we saying about this Everton side? They've got James Rodriguez on the bench as well. They've got some serious options. Who are the key danger men? Do I need to say who it is, or maybe you'll come up with someone else?
I think Richarlison and Dominic Calvert-Lewin for me. I think they're the no-brainers. I haven't actually seen the full lineup. Corey, obviously, you went into it quite extensively in the week, and I thought it was a great video. And I think those fullbacks will be crucial as to whether we have to sit back or whether we can get something out of this game. I think it's a game we can do quite well in. I haven't actually seen the lineup as such, but your normal Richarlison's back from injury, Calvert-Lewin, they're the ones that can hurt us, and all it takes is a touch in the box, and the space they can create, especially Richarlison with his pace, could be damaging to us. So thank God we've got Soufal. I think if we're looking at this game this time last year, albeit this time last year we did beat Bournemouth 4-0, it would be a different story. So hopefully Soufal can do a good job, and he dealt with Zaha, and hopefully he can deal with Richarlison in a similar sense.
I think one player that goes massively under the radar is Decore, and I think for the past season or so, I was saying what a player I'd love in that West Ham side. And obviously we've stumbled on this Rice-Soucek partnership, which means that's sort of gone under the radar. But in terms of his defensive work rate, even in that final third for Everton, he does give that additional run to Calvert-Lewin. It does allow him to come to those wings. Are any of you concerned about his work rate? Do you think Declan Rice and Soucek are going to
just a bit of breaking news, guys. Of breaking news. Fabianski has been injured in the warm-up, and Randolph will now start in goal.
What, not David Martin?
No, Darren Randolph will replace Fabianski.
For me, that does change. Although I think Randolph's a competent keeper, that does change things. I don't have as much confidence with Randolph. Also, he's not had an awful lot of game time. He's had 2. Did he play against Everton in the Cup?
Yeah, that's the last time I think he played.
He's had 3 Cup games since January.
Yeah, it's always a different story as well in terms of their impact on the back four. It's a completely different thing having a voice behind you, another voice behind you in that back four. For someone like Dawson now, I'm a tiny bit worried because you think that Fabianski would have been one of those ones that helped him settle in and know where his player was. Goalkeepers traditionally very, very vocal, and it will feel different for sure for that back four having a different voice behind them. In saying that, at least it's not Roberto. Randolph has been a tremendous goalkeeper for us. I don't think anyone can fault his passion, his desire, and his ability. So great to see him back. To be fair, obviously, not ideal. And I wish Fabianski the best because we probably need him. So is there any elaboration on the type of injury? I know it's breaking news.
They haven't. Yeah, it's all breaking news. I imagine it will be some sort of, I don't know, I won't even speculate because I don't know what it is at all. But, obviously we know Fab is our number one. He's great keeper, always pulls off some great saves for us, but Randolph is a solid choice as backup. As much as I love David Martin, I'd be a lot more worried if he was in goal than if Randolph was in goal. But in terms of that injury, it is obviously big. But in terms of the Everton squad, following on from what Angus was saying, I think another one who's actually gone under the radar in the last few games, and certainly someone that Everton fans I don't think saw at the start of the season has been an influential player, was Goodison. He's been in really good form recently. He's been someone who's always getting in the right position at the right time, scoring a few goals. We know how dangerous he is from a set piece. He's just generally going to be a big threat. And one thing to watch out for is obviously Rice and Soucek do like to push up, and so Goodison will be interested in trying to get into those spaces in between the midfield and defence, and trying to latch onto something and potentially put something away. But yeah, overall, this Everton team is on good form. They've had a pretty decent season. They've got a quality manager. So overall, it's going to be a really difficult contest, and it's obviously been made a lot harder with that Fabianski injury now.
Yeah, like you say, Charles, Sigurdsson's almost had a bit of a renaissance to a degree. I think we thought when James come in at Everton that was curtains for him. But like I said to you before we kicked off, that how Ancelotti's incorporated in this team and given him a bit of freedom to try and work with Calvert-Lewin has actually seemed to get the best out of him. And he had a lovely little finish against Sheffield United the other week. So we can't switch off. I mean, he's not going to be the most mobile, let's be clear. But if you give him too much space on the edge of the box, he's got some hit on him.
Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, we all know what he can do from sort of long range, but yeah, he's also just a great creative player as well, and they already have a load of creativity in that team already, and potentially we could see James come on at some point as well. So we've just got to be really tight at the back, and hopefully Dawson doesn't give up a goal in the first 10 minutes.
The Dawson thing, I don't know if it's just me, but like, he did have a good game. He did have a good game in the end, but it wasn't. I do worry a little bit about someone like him and Calvert-Lewin, because Calvert-Lewin's runs in behind are fantastic, and he did us in the cup as well. And that's not to say that it wouldn't have hurt Balbuena, because I would look at in that area for Balbuena to kind of try and deal with that run. But I think that's going to be an interesting battle for sure.
Well, it's like what we were saying before coming on, Corey. Like, in terms of the performance that Dawson brought to the game, it was a relatively average / slightly above average performance. But in terms of what West Ham fans were expecting, we were obviously expecting a complete shit show. So he completely sort of surpassed their expectations in that respect. I'm definitely intrigued to see whether he carries on being solid at the back today. Hopefully Southampton wasn't just a fluke and he got away with it. But yeah, I mean, we've got to be really solid at the back today.
I mean, as I said on our group chat, it's like and I said a few times on it, when the ball's in the air and when there's no players around him, Dawson's okay. It's just the fact that when they back into him and turn, that is where a lot of the problems last season at Watford came from. Equally, we all remember that horrendous slip he had against Leicester, the Chilwell screamer, Charles. Still etched in my memory. But look, I hope he continues to prove me wrong. I like being proven wrong. I don't like being right about terrible, negative things. So, Craig Dawson, let's see if if the one thing that he does is kick a striker in the head every game and get away with it, I can live with that. So
I think he's got enough protection in this game, if I'm honest. I think Rice and Soucek will protect him quite a bit in this game. So
in a back three, he could be quite, I agree, mate. Very quite useful. That dirty one, that stopper where you got, Igbona and say Balbuena or Cresswell for the ball playing. It's just I think the most alarming thing that out of that game was, remember when Rice came back and was like, no, let me do the ball. You're taking Rice away from the game to come back to do the distribution for him.
Yeah,
that is a bit of a negative towards us moving forwards, in my opinion. Although, don't get me wrong, I'd much rather Rice putting the balls forward than Dawson. That's an added bit of weight added to Rice's already long list of things that he needs to do.
I think. I was just going to say, I think at the end of the day, a lot of it boils down to, in terms of the fans' perspective, a lot of defenders, you just know they've got a mistake in them. If you look across the league, like a person like Harry Maguire, albeit quite a good centre-back, has a mistake in him. And similarly, Craig Dawson can have a really good game, but he can also, he's got a mistake in his locker. I think, all defenders at the end of the day have bad games, but some more than others can just have a split, almost, loss of that, a split second where they just lose their focus or concentration, or they're not aware where their marker is, and that's it. Whereas there are just some centre backs, who, can kind of, have a bad game, but never really, do something that is completely unexpected. I'm not really sure if at the end of the day, people have bad games, but yeah, there's definitely some, and including Craig Dawson, that you just know has a mistake in them.
Yeah, and he did get a bit fortunate, to be fair, when I think it was Ings or Che Adams skipped past him. I'm just going to come to this comment, lads, because someone's asked about, have we spoken about the front men yet? And I guess we kind of have, broadly speaking, but we're quite happy with the pace that's in the side. Ben Rama does deserve to start. We've said that for a number of weeks now. It's good to see him in there. Overall, how are we feeling? Happy with it?
Yeah, I mean, sorry, you go, Angus.
Oh no, well, I was just going to say, look, I think if we're talking pace, and it goes across the course of the season, if Antonio's not in the team, we can't outbeat a team for pace. We are simply one of the slowest teams in the league, and we have to deal with that. Ben Rama, albeit an incredible dribbler and quite quick on the ball, actually sprint speed and acceleration wise isn't a tremendous player in that asset of the game. So I think, again, we're lacking pace, but at least with Ben Rama, you've got someone with a lot of confidence to just back themselves and charge at the defence. So he doesn't have to beat men simply by running down the wing with his raw pace. He can actually just turn a person. I think Fornals, again, it's one of those things where he's a cam, but is he a CDM? Who knows? It's one of those things where we just have to wait and see over the 90 minutes. And not tremendously quick himself. Sebastian Haller, again, my mind is made up pretty much. I just don't think he is a Premier League striker. Not ability-wise, just doesn't have that ability to go past people and find the space because of his lack of raw pace. But it's not too bad. I mean, at the end of the day, if you compare it to the Brighton and Southampton games, we're starting Bowen and Ben Rama. So to have complaints, I think, would be quite unfair, I would say, of David Moyes. Slow and steady. So we'll see.
It's progress, mate. It's progress, and it's like I was having a conversation with my mates John and Seamus today about this, and it's like I think I'm calling this the rule of two when it comes to West Ham's attack. In that I think it can work so long as you've got two of the pacier players playing for them. So, such as like you said, Ben Rama is not the quickest player, but he's a downside quicker than Mark Noble playing as a 10
100%.
or Fornals. And also sometimes you don't need, with his tricky ability, it almost makes up for that. So you can have Bowen and you can have Bowen and you can have Ben Rama, and Haller and Fornals can fit in, but you can't have Ben Rama, Yarmolenko, Fornals and Haller. But you could have Yarmolenko, Ben Rama, Fornals and Antonio. That could work because you've got Antonio and Ben Rama for that outlet. So it's sort of almost like a rule of two. You can have two of those slow players as long as you've got two of those quicker players. You can't overload it. You can't overload it with the slow pace. Like Yarmolenko, I love Yarmolenko, but he's a player to bring on for 20 odd minutes when players are genuinely a bit tireder, or if you don't necessarily need to focus on defending. He's not a player to start and then just be outpaced by, when Mark Noble shows him up for pace, you're in trouble. I can't really complain about, like you said, about what we got. It's progress, and also with the exception of risking Antonio or Lanzini coming in for Fornals, there's no other real change you can make to that lineup.
I was about to say, I think it's a move from Moyes to not play Antonio as much as I wanted him in the side because I think he's fully fit. Actually, I think we've got, not saying like you said, Dennis, Ben Rama isn't actually the paciest player, but he can beat a man. Bowen can beat a man, particularly on that left-hand side. Then with Godfrey, I think we've got enough to affect things. Against Southampton, when we had Ben Rama, Antonio, Bowen all on the pitch at the same time, we're a different side in an attack.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Different dynamic, and hopefully we can bring in Antonio a little bit earlier this time. Maybe, unless we it's a case of where he's got some minutes under his belt. He's had another day to relax. Hopefully he hasn't had a heavy New Year's Eve or dressed up as a snowman and crashed into
I was about to say that.
Driveway or whatever other shithousery he likes to get up to in his spare time. But if he can come on maybe for 20 minutes, half an hour rather than 10, 15, that could only be a positive. And this is coming from a Haller fanboy, it's possibly his last chance to really shine today. And he has most of the tools that I've been arguing he needs. The only thing I'd say is I think Ben Rama, he would suit Ben Rama being out left with Bowen right, both of them pushing up, whereas Ben Rama's going to be playing as the 10. So it's not quite what I think he's been crying out for. But again, it's progress.
It's a bit of a one-out, one-in policy, isn't it? Like I sat there like, Lanzini and Ben Rama, and he's like, no, Lanzini or Ben Rama. I'm like, I don't know, I'm not quite sure, but he loves Fornals for that work rate. And I can kind of get it in this game, particularly with Everton side. So fingers crossed, lads. I'm feeling a bit more positive. We're nearly kicking off. Hopefully we can get a win to start the new year, going into that big game against Stockport County.
That big game.
Maybe.
Come on, boys. Come on, you ones.
Oh, West Ham.
Craig Dawson with a nice big lump up the pitch.
Right, here we go, lads. Yeah, it's the wannabe Twitter rivalry between West Ham and Everton that makes no sense from both sides. Both sides blame each other. It's on Redmen TV. There's an Everton fan that said, West Ham fans want a rivalry with us," and we're like, "Aren't you the ones constantly tweeting us the GIF of MacArthur injuring Payet for no reason?"
Go on, Bo. Yeah,
Have we kicked off? Because I
I'm even started.
Yeah, we've got.
Oh, I've cooked off.
Looks like a minute's silence.
Yeah, there was a minute applause.
Charles and I nearly at half time.
Yeah, we're nearly at half time now.
It's already 2-1.
Right,
That's the question.
Come on, West Ham.
Yeah, it is interesting that Everton have dropped Keane in favour of Holgate at centre back and obviously Coleman out at right, because Keane's actually been playing quite well recently. And like you say, Corey, he's good with the ball as well.
Yeah, he is very good. Holgate's really composed. He actually had quite a good spell for Everton at centre back before he settled on Keane and Mina. So it's not a downturn in quality, but I think they'll miss. Go on, Ben Rama.
He's actually quality.
Sorry, completely cut me off on my point.
I was going to say, very quickly, I was going to say, I don't think we're watching the same bit of Ben Rama play, but he's just the outlet that we desperately need.
What minute is everyone on?
I'm at a minute 46.
I'm at 33. I'm at 33 seconds.
What are you, Corey?
2 minutes now.
2 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, we were then.
You're the leader now.
Hooray! I try not to spoil it. I'll be on my best behaviour. Right.
We got a goal kick now for Everton.
They do miss Alan though, don't they, Everton? They really do. I know Davis is slotting into that position, but Alan gives them something different.
Yeah, it's Doucouré's birthday.
Doucouré's?
I think so.
Oh.
Come to think of it, that was a totally unrelated comment, and I'm not actually sure if it is his birthday, but I'm pretty sure I heard something about it. So,
bit of fake Everton trivia.
Yeah.
Oh, not there. I
just realised I forgot to get my microphone, but I can't be bothered to go get it now. Can anyone hear me okay?
Yeah,
perfect.
Okay, good.
Yeah, Bonner's really come out to defend this one, hasn't he? Thank God. I think Rice might have dropped back in, or Soucek dropped back in.
See, he keeps. You'll see it in a minute, but Fornals keeps trying to play that pass in behind for Allaire, and I'm just like, mate, he's not going to get it. Just try and keep it.
Yeah, no, and also, he did it a little bit there, but he just kind of wasn't very positive on the ball. Didn't take anyone on. He just kind of slowed up a bit, slowed the play down, and then, like you say, just boot the ball up the pitch where Allaire's obviously not going to be running onto it. So frustrating for sure.
That's the difference with someone like Lanzini as well. Working with Ben Rama, they'd both know. It seems like they'd both know very quickly where each other is, just purely because they play in the same position and they've got similar qualities. So they're thinking, what would I do if I, was playing in his position? And I think the interwork between them would be great. And I think that's the thing. Lanzini would just take a player on, or at least he'd try to, especially before his injury. Maybe. We've kind of seen glimpses of it over the past year, but he'll just know that Seb's not gonna get that ball.
Yeah, no, I agree, man. I think Manu as well in that final third looked really lively when he's come on and played for West Ham. So
Happy New Year, Chris and Akram. You haven't really missed much so far.
See, I think Corey, you and I same time now. Fornals has played that through to Haller, and we've just gone back to Dawson. So that says enough about what you need to know,
That's what we took on.
Go on, Pablo. There we go.
Create something there. Yeah, you're right, man. We've gone straight back to Dawson from an attack. It's the transition, man. We talk about it every week, and sometimes Fornals does slow it down too much. Go on, Jared.
Go on, Jared. Yeah, nice. Oh, no, he didn't get a hold of that, did he? Terrible.
I think you just did the exact same thing about 10 seconds later. So let's have a look at this.
He did the he had the right idea, but didn't quite catch it properly.
Seems Richarlison's lining up on his right-hand side. Thought he'd play on the left like he has been, but that's interesting.
Yeah,
Trying to expose Cresswell,
on
probably.
the other side, isn't he?
Yeah, well, exactly, man.
Maybe that's purposeful from.
Oh, careful!
Dawson nearly scores an own goal. Oh my god!
I was careful. I didn't want to say anything.
Oh my god! I'm just waiting for Dennis to say, "I told you so," and he nearly had the opportunity to do it then.
Cornels is running forward, and Halle is on the on the overlap. I'm at 450.
Oh well, you're gonna enjoy what's coming up in a minute, mate.
Or two.
Come on, West Ham. No silly business here.
Yeah, but like I was saying, I think
Nice.
Go on, Ben Rama.
Go on.
Let's go, boys. That's it. Go on, Chris.
Good ball.
Seb made a very good run there. Very good run, to be fair to him. He never got the ball, but it was a great run.
Yeah, it's good. But yeah, like I was saying, I think Ancelotti's obviously seen Cresswell in a back four and said, right, let's get Richarlison running at him. Let's get him
and he's got Coleman behind him as well. So he's got the overlap on. It's clever from Carlo.
Very clever.
Oh, who's that? Fornals, beautiful.
And go on, Cresswell.
Yes.
Oh.
Go on. Decent.
Oh, Craig.
Decent.
I've just seen the Craig Dawson shit out, sorry.
Did he?
Lovely, wouldn't it?
It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. It was very unfortunate if that went in.
Yeah, no.
See,
It's the fact that he had no one on. There was no pressure. There's clearly no communication between him and Ogbonna there, because Ogbonna should have told him to leave it. Right? That's on Ogbonna, that one. That's on Ogbonna. That's not Dawson's fault. Ogbonna needs to call that.
Dawson's always got to be the man.
Just sort of threw a leg at it. I was like, no,
he just stuck his leg out. But yeah, like you say, maybe communication should have been better. Oh, come on, you can't let him have that much space. Come on, Chris.
Go on, clear that out, Chris.
I have to say, it's so frustrating being about a minute behind you guys, because I'm watching it and I'm like, something exciting is going to happen. It's not going to be a surprise to me. It's the worst feeling in the world being so far behind.
Yeah, it's
Come on. Oh, look at the space on the left.
One on Oggy.
Jeez, man. Come on.
Usually you get a good indication of whether players are on or not in a game, and it looks, to be fair, like West Ham. We've been hot on their backs, I think, for the first 8 minutes, to be fair. And Seb has actually looked quite good, albeit he hasn't received the ball a lot. So let's hope I don't have to fucking eat my words.
Come on, Seb. Score another kick again.
No matter what happens, you'll always end up eating your own words as a West Ham
fan. Look at the space that Richarlison has on that right-hand side. Tell you what.
Guess they're just trying to keep it tight and narrow just to avoid those little bits. But like you say, you give Richarlison that much space and he will cause a lot of damage.
Just having a look to see if I can find the latest on Fabianski. Surely you get an indication.
Cool, we're going to miss Fab.
Oh, hello. Randolph going for an interesting little kick there. Go on, Alec. Oh. Well done. Go on.
Go on.
That's it. Well, go on, send him. Oh, you should have looked for Alec. Should have seen Alec there.
The thing is, Alec is actually making some decent runs in this game.
His positioning's good.
Yeah, his position is very good. Oh, come on. Go on, Benny.
Watch the overlap. Go on, Jared. Watch the overlap.
Oh, look, they're sending Godfrey forward.
God, we need to be... Well done, Og. Well done, Og.
Lovely. Go. Fornals isn't even going if he hasn't got anyone on that overlap.
Maybe we should retrain Fornals as as a right back or a left back or something like that,
Or-
because he
or-
does
or
employ
another
the same
10.
back, doesn't he?
Like where he played.
As you say that, quite ironically, Richarlison's just done Cresswell.
God, yeah, he is.
Oh,
Go on, Og, hold him up. Well done.
oh Deck's got to get back here.
Akram saying Bowen's playing a bit poorly, but to be fair, at least he's involved.
Yeah.
So,
I don't think he's played
he'll warm
too
up.
bad.
I don't think so either.
I don't think he's really had an opportunity to do a lot. I mean, that he should have definitely threaded. He should have passed it through to Allaire on that occasion. But he is finding spaces and pockets of space and gaps. So if he can do that all game, then hopefully he'll be able to break Everton down.
Such a threat.
He's just got to be careful. Those across the switches across the pitch, you can't lose possession like that, because then they are on the counter.
Just to clear, what minute are you guys on now?
11.
Okay, I'm only
nearly 11.
I'm hoping I'm only 30 seconds behind. It's just skipped, and now I'm on 10:40.
Oh, lovely. Okay.
So it was on 7 minutes about 30 seconds ago, but I've just refreshed it, and now it's clocked
Gone
up.
Allaire.
I don't know where Dawson's gone there.
What's he doing?
Got no clue.
I agree with Anthony, actually, because Allaire does get a bit unfortunate in the sense that he does make the right runs, but then it doesn't seem like the ball arrives to him. And then when he doesn't make the run, he probably should have. So it's he does get a bit unfortunate.
Yeah, when confidence is low across the whole team, I think in your number 9, that's when he'll really start to struggle, even if he's doing well. Because I think as much as to be fair, he made a really good run. He's made a really, really good couple of runs. But, they just won't look to find him. He's on here again. And Fornells goes left. Ben Rama. That is the prime example. I couldn't have said it any better.
Come on.
Go on.
Yeah. I don't know if it's just this game, but the amount of time I've seen him in space looking for the ball, playing in a forward position as well, which has been critical that he's coming too deep at times.
Yeah. No, he's looked really good, to be fair. First 12 minutes. Just needs that ball. And Decora's done someone here.
Oh, come on. Switch.
We've definitely got something about us, to be fair, compared to the other 2 games. 100%. It's really easy to tell. But it's just a matter of how good we are defensively as well.
Yeah. Come on, Creswell, stand him up.
Don't you dare call that a foul. Are you kidding?
He called it a foul.
Yeah, he did, I think. Oh, no.
No.
He looked like he was going to.
I think
That would have been really
harsh
on Seb, because, again, oh, no, it was. There you go. Because Seb as well, you can see him when he gives away those fouls, but he gives away a lot, to be fair, and a lot of them are 50-50. And, again, it's a confidence thing. You just need those small things to go right for you in a game, and suddenly you think you're on, and then you are on.
See, a lot of this play, you see
quite falling for him.
Calvert-Lewin coming deep quite a bit here. And they are getting space, but we don't look too bad defensively.
Happy New Year to everyone.
Indeed,
Happy New Year.
Hope for a better year this year.
Well, Fabianski's already injured, and Craig Dawson and it's not a great start.
Yeah, not a great start.
Can only get better, surely.
Yeah, surely.
Well, one. Oh.
I'll throw.
And here's their counter. Here we go. Bernard. Thank God Gylfi Sigurdsson doesn't have a yard of pace on him. And same for James Rodriguez as well. They're both quite slow, which suits us because we're playing the 2 holding.
Yeah, exactly.
Ben Rama tracking back. Moyes has taught him how to play left wing back, it seems.
Come on. Just got to bide our time here, lads. This game is going to be
100%.
Everton having a lot of the ball.
I genuinely think we've started this game really well. I think in aspects, obviously, it's been quite boring, but I think we're on potentially.
For now,
Again, it's a lot better than how we started the last two games, So
yeah, you can just I think a lot of it is we're just looking a lot better in transition. It's not taking a lot of time to get that ball into our final third. Whereas sometimes you'll see it happen. Probably against
perfect.
Brighton, happened about 4 times in the first half. And we're creating that. We're creating that low block, and Everton are getting really frustrated here. So,
It's really
my
good
God.
defensively.
Craig Dawson is now down.
Well done, Craig.
Dawson is down. Oh no,
he's down, and it wasn't a very good pass. So maybe he's just masking that. Talk about replacements on the bench. Balbuena for Dawson.
Craig Dawson injured himself on a clearance. I mean, you can't really. It doesn't get more Dawson than that, does it? Really,
it doesn't. Yeah,
it doesn't get more Craig Dawson. I mean, the man is a living meme. I mean, I hope is not too serious injury, but he is a living meme.
He don't look too clever, mate. I mean, he had quite a simple ball there to control, and he's a
living meme. Like, honestly, the poor guy just doesn't get a break, and it doesn't look good.
2 clean sheets in 2 games. Best centre back in the world. That's why he wants to come off now.
When you first saw the shot from down the leg, it did look like one of those wildlife programs where it's like there's an injured rhino on the floor or something.
It doesn't look good. It does not look good one bit, to be fair. It looks like an ACL.
I mean, as a 30-odd-year-old suffering an ACL injury, that would be terrible. Let's have a look.
Because it's kind of happening off the ball.
I don't actually know what he does.
He's done it off the ball. It's his landing, it looks like. And if he hasn't rolled his ankle, it's not great. I don't think he twists his ankle because they'd show the close-up replay of it.
There you go.
In saying that, he's drinking water, so he looks like he probably wants to come back on.
Oh, hang on. Yeah, he's off the ball. It's natural positioning. Whatever it is, it's not going to be good.
Yeah,
it must be the landing. I haven't seen it properly.
It is.
Unless he's just tweaked his ankle, but he looks like he knows it's a serious one.
I mean, like I said, I hope it isn't a serious injury, but bloody hell, it couldn't have happened to anyone else but Dawson, could it?
Well, look, lads, let's be honest. Fabianski injured, Dawson injured. Do you know what I mean? Talk about a new year. It's not starting brightly. Despite West Ham actually playing quite well in these first few minutes.
To be fair, he's walking off, so it's definitely not an ACL, and he might come back on as well.
Well, it could be. I've seen people walk off with serious knee ligament injury, walk off, and then come out. Oh, they're out for 8 months. They've done their anterior, so it could still be, in my opinion.
Just want to say, with 127 people watching, drop the like now. Drop the like now as West Ham try and get the 3 points to start off the new year brightly. Unfortunately, Craig does look in a little bit of discomfort, but he is walking though.
Again, though, the replacement, it's not like it's Balbuena getting injured and Dawson coming on to replace him.
Yeah, exactly. It's different ball game, And Balbuena should be fit as well. He's had a rest now, so
yeah. It probably provides, in terms of long-term defensive options for David Moyes, and the players actually playing in that back four apart from Dawson, it probably provides a bit more stability. With Fabianski now out for this game, just having that voice in Balbuena as well. He's a natural leader again, like Dawson, but he's been around that team playing central defence for the whole season. Sort of probs provide someone like Cresswell and Soufal with a bit of relief in that sense.
I completely agree. I said before as well that partnership between Ogbonna and Balbuena is crucial, particularly in a back four, because they have played so well together.
But Dawson looks all right, sprinted back on. So
he does. Yeah.
Let's hope that we don't have to make another. Well, I mean, luckily for Fabianski, we didn't have to make a substitute. But yeah, it'd be a little bit annoying if we had to substitute Dawson this early on.
Anthony says Thoughts on 4-4-2 with two CDMs, Benrahma, Bowen outside mids, Antonio Heller up top with Heller, the hold up, Antonio pushing wide channels. I think, though, if Antonio's pushing the wide channels, eventually you need to put that ball back into the box. And I think if it's Antonio working the whole thing, it's usually not too bad because he knows what he's doing. But Sebastian Heller working on the inside, I think is just a natural problem in itself, regardless of who he's playing with. So we've given that a chance, Antonio Heller. I think I just can't wait for Mickey to come back, and it doesn't matter who's playing with you.
Come on, West Ham. Said it.
Oh, God, Dawson, don't try and play the ball.
Yeah, whatever you do, don't try and play the ball, Dawson.
Honestly, he still thinks he's a footballer.
So odd.
Honestly, I probably should lay off him, but...
I look at Creswell having to come and deal with Richarlison. Keep in shape, lads.
Oh, God.
Good defending.
Everton are dangerous for set pieces, to be fair.
They are. Got Gylfi on that ball as well, which isn't nice. You like this one, Dennis? Could be ACL. Pierce tried to run off with a broken leg.
Someone's watched the quiz.
Yeah. At Christmas quiz, man.
I got that one right as well. Complete guess. Well, happy with that.
That's where someone like Carlo Ancelotti is just brilliant. He's probably realised that we're most exposed out on the right because Cresswell's at left back. So he's gone in terms of, on Cresswell's side, so their right side. So we switched their most dangerous player in Richarlison out to the right and said, if you're not feeling dangerous enough there, just free roam, push Cresswell out, and suddenly they're exposed. And they've got the quality through the other players as well. Whereas I think most managers would just stick him out on the left and be comfortable and not take that risk. I say most, I'm not really sure, but it's a good option, I'd say, for Everton. And would just cause us a bit of disruption regardless of where we're at in the game and how well we're doing with our back four. Benrahma on the inside, come on, play him.
It's interesting, they put Mina up against Creswell on that set piece, just gone. So clearly, I mean,
oh God,
that is a concern.
Well, this is what led to goals in the previous games from set pieces. I just don't get why they haven't changed it up. You know what I mean? Go on, Jared. Well done, son.
Come on. Go on. In behind, stretch it. We've got to be a bit more decisive trying to get forward.
Bowen just needed to realise that Benrahma was it on the inside there. Yeah. Fabianski's still at the ground, which means, he's not broken his leg or anything. So hopefully it's not too serious.
God, I'd be crying.
At least it's not a broken leg, Charles. Yeah.
I'd be crying, in absolute tears. Oh, Soufal. Cheeky. Yeah, we'll take a corner. I mean, the trouble is, we have started well, especially defensively, but in terms of our attacking output, there isn't really a lot going on, which I guess...
Oh, it's lovely. Well done.
Maybe there's something.
Corner, fine. I'm a bit behind now.
But yeah, I'm about to see this corner, so, from Angus...
we haven't won the corner. Oh, we've just won the corner.
From Angus's reaction...
It was said he got his head on it as well, this guy.
Oh,
he's just having a really hard time, but he actually got his head on that. That was just him.
Yeah, I haven't seen the replay yet, but from what it looked like someone in front of him got a touch before him, maybe.
Oh, okay.
But
yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. I haven't seen the replay yet.
I only saw a glimpse of the replay, and it appeared like it was just him.
Yeah, so a DCL just jumps in front of him. I think that kind of blocks his vision. So, but yeah, good chance. A really good corner.
What are we doing? Just keep the ball down.
Yeah, we're trying
to play like
head juggling at the moment.
Yeah.
Like, even with that edit, like he's trying to lick the ball. It seems like just get your head on it. Just do whatever you can to. Unlucky, obviously, but in terms of a threat with his head, I think we all thought that was going to be the case when he was introduced to our starting 11. I think that's one thing that he's lacking, along with his hold-up play. That considering his stature, you'd expect of him.
I'd like to just see a bit. I mean, to be fair to Moyes in terms of the work rate that Ben Rama and Allaire are putting in, we are trying to press the likes of Davies, so it's making it hard for him to play out. But when we get that ball, we're just not decisive enough. Trying to play it back and keep it. You know,
Everton are working themselves more and more into the game by the minute, so it's a bit frustrating to watch because, you know, we actually that first 10, 12 minutes were really good and we actually dominated. So
Ogbonna's come like halfway down the pitch to get that ball.
I know.
But yeah, like I said, I mean, you know, defensively we've been all right, but attacking wise, there just isn't a lot of output. We've got to keep more of the possession.
Come on,
this guy.
We have to try and be a bit more.
Oh, Ricey.
Very cautious here.
God, bloody hell. Nearly got caught out there.
I'll backtrack a bit.
Nice, West Ham. Okay. Let's go, Benny.
See, this is better. We're keeping possession.
Lovely.
Go on, Benny. Oh, go on, son.
Go on, Fornals. Win that.
That's
Win it
the wrong
2-0.
ball.
Oh, here we go. Here's a turnover.
Yeah, that was the wrong ball from Benny, unfortunately. He did well, but watch that run, Deckers. Well done, son. Well done, son. Yeah, well done, boys. That's good.
That's a good ball from Calvert-Lewin. Fair play to him.
It was, but Declan Rice very important there, coming back and looking after. I think someone was out of position. Might have been Soucek, I don't know, but he was very cautious there. So good, like I said, good defensive work from West Ham right now. Just needs to be a bit more creative and hold possession on for a bit longer.
Mm-hmm.
Anthony saying he sees Andy Carroll as a better striker than Hello, which is controversial. But to be fair, the thing is with Andy Carroll, and this differs with Sebastian Hello, what you see is what you get. You absolutely knew as soon as Andy Carroll came on that you were going to get, you know, an aerial threat where if you whipped balls into the box, and this was the frustrating thing, it seemed that whenever he came on, we started playing on the ground. You know, but he was just the biggest threat, regardless of the team we were playing, in terms of in the air. Whereas, you know, we haven't really figured out Sebastian Heller's level yet, I don't think. You know, it's just, you just don't know what he's capable of because 1 minute he misses a tap in, the next he scores a bicycle kick. So,
I mean, as much as as much as I respect kind of Alair's talent and everything like that, I actually wouldn't mind just selling him, getting some money in and getting
100%.
Another striker who will fit the system that we're playing, you know, because he just doesn't fit the system, and that's nothing against him as a player. It's just how the system operates, and I think we can find a lot better strikers for that system if we cash in on him.
I agree. I think it is getting to that point now, isn't it? It's not even in terms of whether we look at Allaire, he is a good football player, there's no doubt about it. It is that adaptation to the league and generally the system. There is a transfer video coming out tomorrow regarding the likes of Josh King, so tune in for that one. Be interesting to see if we can try and get him at West Ham.
Well done, Deckers. DCL.
Yeah, and the pass is really poor. Really poor. You just can't do that. It is.
We get away with it, though.
Yeah, but really good tracking back from him, to be fair. So
it's lovely.
Yeah, Dawson.
As always.
Well, I mean,
yeah, exactly. Fine.
Calvert-Lewin finding those pockets of space behind the defence as well. I mean, that's, like you say, Corey, that's what he does. He's just so good at finding those channels and those, like I say, those pockets of space to penetrate the defence.
Does a bit of everything, Calvert-Lewin. You can come deep, you can go wide, you've got a bit of pace about him.
He's such a good player. He's such a good player.
He is a good player. And the funny thing is, he's not actually he's obviously had a pretty decent season, but recent form, he hasn't been incredibly prolific, which is obviously surprising.
He hasn't scored in 5 or 6 games, I think. Couple of assists, though, which is interesting. You know, again, yeah.
We will not pay Diego Costa's wages.
Anyone fancy Diego at West Ham?
You want 350 grand a week.
Dennis, he'd be in your shithouse 11 though.
I know, but he will want 350 grand a week, and David Sullivan's going to give him 60 grand.
Seth, bang it, for fuck's sake. This guy has to go. I'm sorry.
I thought you said he was doing all right.
No, watch this. This is... I can't even. He's a striker, for fuck's sake.
Oh, my God. Allaire looks...
Just shoot. You're in the box, shoot. It's your best chance your whole career at West Ham. Shoot the ball.
Instead he's never
track back to the halfway line playing 1-2s.
that bit. It's that bit where he just has to take a
It's
touch.
horrendous. He's right-footed as well.
So
Yeah, I mean, that was pretty poor.
Watch him score a bicycle kick now. Dang it. Come on.
Oh, do it.
Oh, this club.
Go. Oh, come on, West Ham.
Joe! Oh! Oh.
That was the most
I've seen
West
it.
Ham thing ever.
Chris.
He had 3 touches in the box, didn't shoot, and the next touch he had was on the halfway line playing a 1-2 with our CDM.
Oh, God. I thought Bowen was going to get that.
Oh, imagine if Bowen just slid in.
So close, man. So close.
God.
Oh,
Well,
God. It's stressful, man.
We're coming into it.
We are coming into it.
Some referee, Yuri Mina's asking questions. I don't know. That's the thing. Cressor just has to bang that and hope that the deflection then falls to Bowen. No, because he was on with a decent shot there, to be fair.
That's probably one of our better moves of the game, that.
Oh, yeah, but Seb. Oh, he had 3 touches.
I know, man. I know.
Just have a shot.
But I think Yarm, I'm not saying that. Go on, Seb.
Oh,
He
Seb, go
wins it.
on. Oh, kind
That's
of.
close.
That was. Look, Richarlison on the left-hand side now. Switch wings. Oh, Creswell, deal with it!
Oh, what the fuck is that?
God.
That
Tomas
was
Soucek.
embarrassing, that clearance.
Well done, 4-0. Again. Win it. Go forward. Got.
Come on, Pablo. Go on. Well done, son. Well done. Oh, Chris.
I really struggle to see how he did not have a shot there. Like, he was in open space at right footer. He's had three touches in clear space. Like, if that isn't a better indication that this
Absolutely
guy's
right.
not for West Ham, nothing is. No, but you need to score them.
Oh,
Like,
I know,
the
man, I know.
game
At least
isn't
get
going to
on
finish
target.
12-10. Could finish 1-0. It could be that goal. But yeah, I don't know.
It is that thing, though, isn't it? He gets the ball and you think either just take one touch and shoot or try and lay it off. But he takes 3 touches and the move just breaks down. And it's
Again, right from the start, you can tell he's trying to find space really well. He's found the best space he will ever find. And he's just,
Yeah, I agree, man.
Especially, it's Jordan Pickford as well. You have to test the keeper. Now, I'm not saying Jordan Pickford is a bad keeper, but I was banging on about people have mistakes in them, especially, centre-backs like Craig Dawson and Harry Maguire. T-Rex arms over there. He's got more than a mistake in it.
Oh, not too many of them.
Yeah, well done, Soufal. God, Soufal just so solid. I do love him.
Just fills me with a ridiculous amount of confidence every time.
Especially,
One-on-one,
especially
I'm like,
next to Dawson.
Oh, yeah, well, yeah. I forgot Dawson was on the pitch. Mentally, I thought he went off. He is actually still
That's
playing.
a good thing. That's a good thing, though. At least he hasn't made a mistake.
I was feeling a bit too confident then. I was like, oh, no, Dawson's on. But now, I think defensively, we've seen the work of Rice and Soucek as well. It has helped out West Ham massively, particularly when a Creswell or an Ogbon has tried to win that ball in those dodgy midfield areas. So we look all right. We do look all right. It's just being a bit more decisive going forward.
Randolph with a shocking goal kick, and we got lucky there.
Yeah, he's not got the best boot
On
on.
stretch
has he?
it. It's just like... What's Ogbonna doing?
Go on.
Oh my god, yeah. Talk about not having a good boot on him. Jeez.
I'm about to see it now.
Oh, behave yourself.
Okay, watch this. Watch Bowen win the ball here and watch Sebastian Haller.
He's just standing next to
Prime
him.
example.
Oh,
Go on,
God,
play
yeah.
Soufal
Bowen does so well. Go on, son.
Get in the
Go on,
box,
son.
get in the box.
Send it.
Oh, we'll take that, though.
Actually, wasn't that bad from Seb. He
That was
got
really
there
good from Bowen. But
pretty
yeah, I
quickly.
agree, Angus. He just needs to get his arse up the field as soon
How
as
much
someone like
easier
Bowen
would
has
it
the
be
ball.
for him if he was on the last line of the defence? He wasn't needed there. we've got a right mid for that, believe it or not, corner.
Well, that's the thing. I don't mind him dropping deep, but it's just he needs to get himself back up there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
I
if he wins
do-
the header, he needs to offload it and then get his ass back up the pitch.
I appreciate the work rate. I do when he comes into deep areas, but he hasn't got that bit of pace. He needs to nick a ball off someone and hit a team on transition, and there's no point because he's just a wasted man when he comes too deep.
And the bit that I'm worried about is that David Moyes has and to be fair, I was thinking, you could almost play him as a number 10. I hope David Moyes hasn't said play as a number 10 because he's obviously starting up top. So his position is as a striker. And you've just seen him, he keeps looking to play the passes, whereas realistically he should be shooting, especially if he's in the box.
Oh, my Sam.
That player up top.
Play on.
We've got a corner.
Still in this.
Surely, no.
No, I don't think it was.
Where's Noble? Where's Noble when you need him for that penalty?
No chance.
Yeah, definitely not a pen. I'd actually feel really bad for Everton if that was given us a pen.
Well, no, I only saw the referee and he's now talking to Coleman. So I was wondering what was going on there.
Yeah.
And then Seb free in this box. And then marking him finally.
Angus back.
I'd love a Tomas Soucek goal here. Late run.
Come on. Whip it. Right over the top. Go on, Jared. Whip it back in. No, too close to keeper.
Again, I think I've fallen further behind at the minute. Coleman's having a hissy fit at the ref over something.
Yeah, he's that was just before the corner's taken. Come on, boys, get back.
Again, Seb winning the ball in our half, and Declan Rice is playing right mid now. And Sebastian
Play the ball in. That's it, Declan. That's it.
Well done.
Look where Seb is. Oh, now he's there. Oof.
Not a bad ball. Oh, okay.
God, like you say, Ale, get in the box.
He keeps trying to receive it as not even a 10.
I really want Antonio to come on at half time. I know he won't, but I mean, he could do some damage.
Tragic to watch.
And
I think a lot of it is a confidence thing. He's just...
He just doesn't work in this system, and he's not even really had a good game, so I can't even say give him benefit of the doubt today because he really does look sluggish.
Yeah. That's the thing. That's the word to describe him in a West Ham shirt. I think he's sluggish. His work rate is there and stuff, but he just looks sluggish in terms of, he's slow and he, misplaces a pass, and it just doesn't seem to be working for him. And again, I think a lot of that is down to confidence.
I mean, Angus, just you wait until he scores a bicycle kick for us to win the game, and then we'll change our tune immediately.
I almost don't want that to happen because then you deal with the same. And to be fair, a lot of this could be said about if we got someone this won't happen, but Diego Costa, people saying get him in. Sure, he bags us 10 goals this season or whatever, and then what? As soon as he retires or moves on, we need to find that option, and you don't want it to be another 35-year-old.
It goes back to where our main problem is long-term planning for recruitment for a style of football.
It's shocking.
Because when Antonio was signed, he was signed as an extra wide player, or we might be worth a go, a typical Sullivan, let's sign him for the Championship for a relatively inexpensive fee. When we signed Antonio, did we expect him to be our main man at all, initially on the wing and then as a striker? Absolutely not. Equally, has he always been the main man? No. There's been no plan whatsoever with the vision of this football club since the Eggert Magnusson days, in my honest opinion.
I saw something.
We tried to actually do something. And even then, that was Gianluca Nani by bringing in all these youth prospects that did fuck all. If you remember, we signed loads of random Austrian and Hungarian players that never saw the light of day. We've never had any form of plan. And also, we've never stuck to it. If we have had a plan, we've never stuck to it longer than 6 months.
I was about to say,
sorry for the cross rant there, but
I saw a rumour today saying we were linked with Graziano Pella. Obviously,
I saw that
exactly.
I thought I imagined that. I saw that last night. I thought I was misremembering that, and that was like a drunken dream.
He's only 35 from China.
I hate seeing stuff like
only
that.
35. What are we getting Kiki Yelovich in while we're at it?
Well, the thing is that the journalist who said it has got like
Angus,
a very.
can we get Mark Viduka out of retirement?
Yeah, geez, he's still hanging around somewhere.
I mean, the journalist who reported it had a very iffy record as a transfer journalist.
He's not great.
The funny thing is, I didn't immediately kind of, swat it aside as a false rumor because I could so see Sullivan saying, "Oh that should be all signed."
Yeah, because someone put last night about a Brentford player to come in and place Mark Noble, but the thing standing in our way, and number 3 was David Sullivan, and I said, "Well, you just needed to say number 3. You've wasted 200 characters. All you needed to say was, oh yeah, but we're owned by David Sullivan."
Yeah, but what annoys me about it is just like it is so Sullivan, isn't it? We'll get him in 6 months. He'll fill a gap. Blah blah blah. I'm like, yeah, in the same mold of player that we've criticised, Allaire for. Everything's just those rumours are nuts, man. I hope it's wrong.
There was an interview with him talking about like him trying to replace the recruitment process.
Yeah,
so hopefully he can get that. But like Dennis says every week, under these owners, you can never trust that they're going to give you that.
It's I'm watching Bowen track back here, and it's almost like David Moyes has like a DVD of How to Manage by Marcelo Bielsa, and it's about outrunning teams. And he's thought, you know what, I want to implement that. How am I going to do it? I'm going to make all my cams centre backs. And then they can just transition between the two. Because Jared Bowen...
He's done really well there, Bowen, to be fair.
Yeah, but he's tracked so far back. Like, it's
it's
brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. But he shouldn't... In an ideal scenario, you shouldn't have one of your attacking players having to do that. And he's had to move centrally as well. It's not like he's just covering the wing.
Go on.
Oh, go on, Seb. Good pass. Good pass by our number 10.
That is nice.
Sebastian Hello.
Oh, we're just not deciding. Every time we get it in a position where you think, shoot, just take too many touches.
Yeah, we just need to be quicker, don't we?
I genuinely think, I'm telling you right now, I genuinely think David Moyes is going to put Mikel Antonio on at halftime, regardless of his fitness.
It's screaming.
But I think even David Moyes can see this one.
He needs to. It's like Corey said. This game is crying out for someone like Antonio to come in.
Because he doesn't even rate Seb, and he's had that moment in the box where I'll move on. Go on, Corey.
I just think Haller do a decent layoff for Ben Rama. That's where I'm at.
Yeah, but Benny's taking too long. I think you've seen as well in parts of this game where now Allaire's coming deep, you're getting runs from Soucek. If we had a side where the striker, the number 9, was playing in more advanced positions, we wouldn't have to ask players, like we say with Bowen coming back to defend and Soucek going forward to attack. It'd be much more balanced. Antonio's got to come on in this game, lads. It's screaming for a bit of Mickey, if he's fit.
We've literally got our formation squeezed into our own box here. That's apart from Seb, who's off the screen, ironically.
Oh, come on, Fornals.
Half the time he's playing CDM, the other time he's off the screen completely. So
can't give away a foul.
Jacob says game is there for the taking. I do feel like if we're a bit
it is.
Yeah.
It is. It's completely there for the taking.
That's a sore one from Fornals.
Everton are not having a good game at the moment. They're really not.
Chris says in the comments, Pele's actually on 290,000 a week in China. So hopefully the same rule applies for Costa and we don't go for him.
Yeah, definitely won't go for him.
We'll offer him 50 grand a week and Ann Summers vouchers.
Pack of Haribo.
Now, don't get too silly there, Corey. Let's stay with reality.
Stay within the budget.
Dennis, I've got to get you on for a transfer window special if it all goes belly up at the end.
Oh, mate.
What's the bet we sign out of Bayoak and Fenwa? That would be West Ham. No chance, obviously. But to be fair, it feels like we're playing with him at the moment.
Oh, man. Come on, West Ham. Defend this at least.
I'm feeling much more vindicated with my selection on my Hammers 11 for disrespected XI with that last comment.
Corner, isn't it? Yeah, it's corner.
I've got a Sigurdsson free kick at the minute, so I'm assuming he doesn't score.
Well, it gets a bit tasty when it comes in, so.
Allaire doesn't clear it properly. He sort of just flicks his head at it.
And he doesn't know who's behind him.
Anything that man can do today. Is he smiling though, Charles? Is that?
Well, that's the problem. He isn't smiling.
That's what it is. If he started smiling, he'd have cleared that.
Great save, Randall.
Leeds TV.
Great save.
Oh,
Great save.
come on. Deal with it. Good save, my man.
That is a great save.
All his
That's a
TV up
good
the
strike
hammer.
from Bernard.
Cheers, fellas. Reveling in their victory over West Brom.
Massive
We'll
win.
talk about it next week.
But really well struck there by Bernard outside the box.
I do rate Randolph from those shot stops
Oh my God.
from distance.
Doucouré with a interesting attempt at goal there.
Good shot there by, is that Bernard with the shot there?
Yeah, he struck it really well, didn't he? But go on, boys, let's get to half time.
Come on, West Ham.
Come on, tea break, nearly West Ham. Let's get to 0-0, get Mickey on and take a bit of impetus in this game.
Again, Cresswell on Yeremina. Yeremina is all over him. I just don't understand.
I don't get it either, mate. I don't understand this. I'm going to have to look back on some sort of games and see what the game plan is from zonal marking, innit? So,
Oh my God, Randolph for the slipping again. This boy is just not good on the ball. Oh, for God's sake. Come on, boys, one more minute.
Speaking of Leeds, if we had Rafinha and Rodrigo, this team would be.
oh, mate, if we had Rafinha
much
coming off
different.
that left,
Can you imagine?
that'd be special, mate. He's some buy, though, isn't it? Really good player.
Yeah, it's quality. The other thing is, I keep banging on about Seb's lack of pace. Someone like Patrick Bamford isn't particularly quick, but he's settled in so well. And again, I think that's just full credit to not only him, but Marcelo Bielsa, because it's so hard to do.
The setup Leeds have got really played.
Yeah, it's tremendous. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
All I'm going to say though, all this disrespect towards Seb Haller today, when Mikel Antonio doesn't score a hat trick later, let's hope for the same. Irrelevant of whether he smiles or not.
Yeah. I'm just going to be quiet. We're going to get into that Antonio thing. I'm like, I can't be bothered. Do it every week.
It's half time.
I don't think we need to anymore, to be fair.
Yeah, exactly, mate. Exactly. Right, half time, 0-0.
If we'd started Antonio, he'd probably have pulled up in the first 20 minutes. We'll be coming off at half time anyway. So
I think it's actually been a good defensive performance. We need to be decisive on transitions. Again, Everton are very good defensively. They get their midfielders back. We have struggled when we've taken too many touches. Angus has quite rightly pointed out the Allaire chance where he could have just hit it. And he refused to do so. Having said that, Ben Rama had a chance on the edge of the box that he should have possibly hit first time as well, and he didn't. Creswell probably the closest in this half. Lads, I mean, I feel like we're kind of in agreement. If we can take a bit of impetus here, if Mikel Antonio is fit, he does change the game, does change the way we play as well. So I'd definitely like to see him come on at half time.
Yeah. The most frustrating thing for me is I'll stand by this. Sebastian Haller actually looked really good that first 10 minutes. And it's just, you look at games like this where he blows chances and you struggle to think like that. We talk about formations he fits into, and, people bang on Twitter about, they'll put on these massive threads, 15 tweet threads about, which formation we should use and how he was really good at Eintracht Frankfurt because he had the three. The reality is, take all of that aside, irrespective of absolutely everything apart from his own ability at West Ham United, that touch that he had in the box, he has to shoot. He has to at least shoot. And that's where the questions start to be asked of him individually, because half the games I feel really bad for him because he just doesn't have the service. And, you think about Liverpool, you think about coming on second half against City, all of that stuff. And then games like Chelsea as well, where you just know going into the game that he's not going to get the service and he's going to be, involved very minimally. But then you look at games like this where he was actually quite active early. He was making really good runs, even when he was, playing almost in that number 10 role and dropping back and helping out Deck and playing the passes. He was looking really good. And then he gets the one chance where as a Premier League striker, you have to at least shoot, and he doesn't. And that for me is just an absolute no, because these games, as I said, don't finish 5-4 unless you Leeds. It could easily be a 1-0 game with the only score on the score sheet, Sebastian Haller. And then you look at it, and he looks at it after the game, or even at half-time, he's put away that goal. It's actually a really, really good goal for a number 9. You know, all the bicycle kick stuff, he ain't. The reality is, I think he said, you know, I hope I do the same against Chelsea. Let's be honest, you're not scoring 2 bicycle kicks in 2 games. But if he scores that, it gives him something to work off, because that would have been in my opinion, his best goal in a West Ham shirt, because the Sheffield United goal was just a smash and beautiful finish. But, you know, again, something that he's not going to be asked to do a lot of the time. The bicycle kicks, you know, again, it's just one of those one-off moments. But if you manage to get a touch in the box and put it in the back of the net, he will really start to build off that, if he's ever going to build off anything in his West Ham career. So it was so frustrating to see him at least not shoot. You know, he's just passed it off. So it was. I honestly, I can't get over that, because it's the most simple of jobs to do as a number 9, and he's just. I wonder. I think essentially it just has to come down to a confidence thing, unless David Moyes is just going, stuff it, I'll just ask him to pass it off from now on, because it was really bad. It was really bad.
When it happened, who did he try and pass it to?
Oh, I got no clue, but he passed it outside.
He tried to pass it to the edge of the box. Now, playing devil's advocate, let's say he takes that shot on, and I believe it was Ben Rama. I could be wrong. It was either Ben Rama or Bowen on the edge of the box.
Benny, I think.
It was Benny,
and
yeah.
let's say he has that shot and it hits the first man and goes out. I guarantee you, Angus, for every person that's saying fair play, he took that shot on, there's not going to be many. What they will be saying is he should have fucking laid it off to Benny. What the fuck is that useless prick doing? So whatever he does, my point I'm making is that whatever he does, he's still going to get criticised from that position.
He's had a lot of time.
It's such an awkward angle. I'm not disagreeing with you, Angus. I'm just playing devil's advocate to say what he did.
Yeah, I know.
Unless he scores that, is going to be negativity, and he goes.
At the end of
it's confidence. It's confidence.
Yeah. At the end of the day, though, he's a number 9. He's not a 10. He's a number 9. You get a touch in the box and you fucking shoot it. It's simple as that. So he, you know, if he was in a debate on a stage after the game and someone put that to him, he's got something to fall back on. I'm a number 9. I have to take the shot there. You don't have any sort of kind of excuse for passing it off, I don't think, there, if nothing comes off it. I think even if Ben Rama had scored that, I know I'd still be here thinking, you know, if the replay show it was a clear shot and goal, which it was, because I've just seen it back, thinking just take the shot. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know.
He has to take the shot.
It wasn't even our biggest chance, though. Our biggest chance when Cresswell flashes it across the box and Bowen takes one step forward and he buries it in the bottom corner, you know, for a tap in. That was our biggest chance. But the important thing is, with this formation, we have been making the chances. Yes, Haller hasn't been great, but even then, we've had other chances. Now, Antonio is probably going to come on at half-time. I really hope it's not rushed. Equally, I hope he has a great game, because if he doesn't, then that's another problem because how many times have we seen Antonio come back from injury, and let alone take a while to get, come back, take a little while to get going. It takes 2 or 3 games to get back to how he was beforehand. And then if we're going to be playing him from now onwards, are we going to be playing a less than 100% Antonio, which probably still would be a better option than Haller at this rate? It's really difficult. So what I hope is he comes out and gets a goal, and that's it. Antonio, the confidence is there, doesn't push it too hard with the injury, and we can keep going like nothing happened. But I still think bringing him on at half-time is a bit early.
If I'm going to play an even bigger devil's advocate and say that a lot of the time in transition we have been too slow, even with players like Fornals and Ben Rama, there are a lot of touches that are being taken that possibly don't need to be taken. I think particularly those first 10-15 minutes with Sebastian Haller, he made some decent runs that he wasn't found for. I think the problem is with Sebastian Haller, he's being asked to do a role where he has to come deep, pick up the ball, then try and stretch play, then try and get in the box. He can't do all of those things. Antonio is exceptional he's sort of multi-talented in those aspects. We can get him in the box. And when he does get in the box, he's so used to coming deep. He takes too many touches. He's not confident enough. And he's not playing that role of the number 9. I think Antonio at least offers that directness and that decisiveness.
Yeah, in terms of playing deep, that goes for every single attacking player, it seems. In terms of, it almost seems half the time that the only place in the formation that actually makes a difference is whether we play a back four or a back five. Because the holding midfielders are going to hold, but apart from that, it seems like it's a free-for-all. It genuinely does. Honestly. And it goes for everyone. And that isn't their fault. Because obviously they've been asked to track back and it just ends up, especially when you see someone like Bowen tracking back and they're moving centrally, he creates the overlap with, the players trying to make the overlapping runs when he receives the ball on the counter are then Rice and Soucek. And then he'll make a run left or right, depending on where the ball's going. And it just is, honestly, I'd love to see a heat map of each player individually, because I'd trust someone if they said that it looked like an absolute God knows what.
But that's what you mean, like when you said it during the game, like players doing things that, we'd love to see a more balanced side where the attacking players are given the license to just attack. But even on that left-hand side, like Akram pulled up in the comments, Fornals is being put on that left-hand side to protect Creswell from that overlap. And those are continual issues. In some ways, I feel confident because we can defend as a team and attack as a team. But at the same time, if we had a few more attacking players, we could create more space. We could create.
Benrahma and Fornals need to swap without doubt.
Yeah, that'd be nice. And I think we've said that before. I think he just persists with Fornals on the left because the work rate is so good. And I think maybe justified in this game at some point, we're going to have to go for it a little bit. And we've got Lanzini to bring on in a 10 role as well. So we have got options there.
Yeah, just what about as soon as I saw the 4-4-1-1 with Benrahma playing as a centre forward, essentially, I thought, shit, this is not where we wanted him to play because he needs the space. And we figured out very early in his West Ham career that is on the left. Not necessarily playing as a left mid, playing more as a left attacking midfielder, where he's got the space in between the penalty circle and the left-hand side of the box. And that's the space where he's really dangerous. Because if you play him too far out wide, he doesn't have that pace again to beat players on the outside. But he definitely can beat centre-backs if he's charging at them from the left. And then he can deliver into the box if you've got that run of Soucek. As soon as you play with the centre-forward role, you've got two centre-backs and Decore, simple as that. So let's start with that fact. They're all playing centrally and you're in a triangle. And then what do you do? Because we don't really have a left mid essentially, or we don't have a left winger, let's put it that way, that's looking to deliver into the box. Yeah. From out wide near the corner flag. Maybe Cresswell, you'd say, and Soufal on the right, but they're left backs and right backs. So they're not doing that constantly. So if he's there and he's got the ball central in between Decore and their two centre backs, Yerry Mina and the other one, where do you play it? Where do you play it? Because the only players behind him are the two holding midfielders who aren't looking to get in the box unless they're already in the box for the header.
That's what we're missing as well. We're missing Arthur Masuaku in this side in that wing back because the runs he offers 100%. Down the left protects that Creswell defensively and allows Fornals to play. And we're having to do jobs to protect players in a back four that arguably we shouldn't really have to. So that is definitely impacting us going forward.
Yeah. So as I was saying, I didn't, get to my point really.
No,
it was my fault. Akram
Really?
now try Lanzini central and put Benrahma on the left. But David Moyes, I don't think he'll do that because he knows what he's going to get from Fornals, which provides him with some sort of, it seems, kind of security in after the game where he's not getting asked why he's conceding 3 or 4. That's what it seems like. He's just worried about the defence, and if you score goals, it's a bonus.
Yeah, it does feel like that in this game. It does. But listen, fingers crossed, we get a positive sub. Sorry, Charles, I'll cut across. I'm just banging on about Mikel Antonio for the 18th time.
Well, I think, whenever I see us doing well in attack, it's always when our fullbacks get up and support them. And I know what you mean. Obviously, with Cresswell, it's obviously a bit risky doing that. But certainly with Soufal and Bowen, if you have those two linking up higher up the pitch, then they're definitely going to be able to provide more of a threat and give more of an opportunity to put someone like Allaire firstly in the box, but also someone like Soucek who can come storming in and put head on it. So, I mean, that for me is, obviously you guys were right in saying that Masuaku is sorely missed by us at the moment through injury, and we need to try and sort that out transfer window if we can. Probably not. But in terms of this game, if we're going to take it to Everton, then we've got to utilise those fullbacks and make sure that they get further forward so that we can try and put some balls into the box, or we just need something, because at the moment we're just a bit fruitless right now, and a lot of people on Twitter are just saying, like, and me included, I agree with this. I think our recent attacking performances have been a bit boring, they've been a bit sort of dull. Not really got any cutting edge. So
and Lanzini looks like he's doing an extensive warm up just before they cut to commercial.
Probably take Ben Rama off.
Yeah, I was going to say he's going to take Ben Rama off, or he'll take Haller off and play Ben Rama up front.
Well, that'd be interesting. I'm not sure.
Jared
as the false 9. That's for me. If he wants to do that,
he's going to bring on Dawson as a false 9 and play Declan centre back.
Not a bad shout. I'm trying to find this Sebastian Haller chance again so I can watch it back. I've missed it. This isn't good.
Which one? The one where he takes too long?
Yeah. I'm watching our stream because I know I've got my head in my hands when I watch it, and then I'll just play it back to the time. Oh, yeah, here it is. Okay, so 30 minutes ago, essentially, 31 minutes. So let's go backdate this 31 minutes. Oh, there it is. Is that it?
Have you started second half, Angus, yet?
No, not yet.
I'll be back in a minute, boys.
Easy. And then there were 2. Dennis, how's your New Year been?
That's all right. Spent my morning hungover watching the X-Files because that's how you live.
Brilliant.
How about you?
Not too bad. Been excited for this game. So
you've got a New Year haircut.
I have. It's not great, to be fair.
It's fine. Don't worry. We'll get them. It's fine. We'll get them.
Yeah.
It's something really stupid. My co-worker always says to me every time someone gets a haircut, before they even say anything, he goes, "Don't worry, mate. We'll get them. We'll get them. We'll get them for you." No matter what. And he's just like, oh. When he said it, he almost said it to one of our female colleagues one time, and we were like, "No, don't."
I'll get the butt straight in. We've had 120 people watching, so make sure every single one of you hit the like before we get into the second half. It's been a great viewership so far. And yeah, Viva Angus's new trim and West Ham in this second half.
The second one, not the first.
Right, it doesn't look like there's any changes, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it.
For the minute, Fornells and Cresswell are having some form of remonstrating where Fornells is walking off, shaking his head and shrugging his shoulders. So I
might actually see that as well.
I'm just going to grab a charger. I'll be back, lads. Hold on.
Someone put in the comments.
The longer this game goes on for me, the more I'm just thinking Gylfi Sigurdsson's going to have like a shot from miles out that's going to just go in. Like he did.
Oh, don't say that, man. Break my heart.
And I'm just always picturing Gylfi Sigurdsson having a rocket whenever I see Everton play.
I think Mark's hit it probably on the head here. Moyes is going to wait until 60 minutes and make changes. I think that's what it looks like.
That's quite early.
Is the Pope Catholic?
Yeah, I was going to say something like that. Well, sometimes it's 75, sometimes it's 60.
Well, 60.
Sometimes it's 88.
Yeah, we haven't had a few of them for the past couple of weeks, so we've been quite lucky in that respect.
Right, we're off according to what I'm watching.
Yeah,
right, here we go. Second half.
Right.
Damn it, Seb Haller hasn't scored yet. Boo. He's not even smiling.
I know, terrible.
Not good enough. League One striker.
Oh, lovely. Alex. Very nice.
I think I'm still a little bit behind you then if something very nice has happened.
So far,
So Randolph just had a very hairy moment punching it out for me.
Oh my god, yeah, yes.
And we've lost the ball already.
Oh, come on, West Ham. Switch on here.
Seamus Coleman just ran circles. Oh, Ben Rama. Go on, good lad. Good. Very good from Ben Rama. Unless Corey might be ahead, and that might have been the lovely thing that he's seen.
He's out on the left and he's doing well. Surprise, surprise. Go on, here we go. Go on, Ale.
Oh, come on, West Ham. Make some runs. Make a run in behind. That's God, Craig, man. Got away with it then a bit.
Again, I think you're ahead of us, Corey, because at the minute, Haller's just done a good crossfield ball.
I'll wait to do this then.
Craig Dawson. Absolute calamity.
It's good old Dawsey. God, that Randolph punch out though was close, wasn't it?
Oh, that was the Randolph. Remember the rash? We talk about Adrian, like Sunderland away, Randolph just rashly coming out.
Go on, Bowen.
Go on.
Yeah, and then look, though, it's my point exactly.
Get forward.
He's got no one.
Oh, it's
that's what
moments, man.
Tuchel has tried to overlap there, but it's just too tight on that right wing back position.
To be fair, I think that Bowen should have
either.
It's just clipped him there, hasn't he?
There's another game going on, isn't
there? No, United Burnley later.
Oh, yeah. My apologies.
Who's playing?
Pick up something like that.
United Burnley.
No, Villa.
Villa, sorry.
United Villa.
Yeah. So, United Burnley's midweek. Also, just so you know, lads, I've finally put Soucek in my fantasy team off my bench, so that's why he's not done anything this game. Sorry.
You've cost
me. I'll put him back on next week.
Save him for the double game week.
When is the double game week, by the way?
Next week. So we got games in hand next week, then the FA Cup, then the double game week.
Yeah.
Oh, too much space.
No, get up, Calvert-Lewin, mate. Get up.
Oh, behave yourself.
Get right up.
Yeah, go on. Hasn't even touched him.
Go on,
oh, my God. Darren Randolph, you scare me.
Come on.
Jesus. Yeah. David Martin should be starting in goal, man. Calming.
Why does he not have a foot on?
Randolph has terrible kicking ability.
Jeez, that is terrible.
He's just got to do this thing where Declan Rice takes his goal kicks for him.
Yeah, proper Sunday
your typical Sunday league. Yeah.
Fuck me, I've just seen it.
Yeah, that's truly abysmal, but
still. Got away with one there.
Yeah, got away with it.
Second half starting off very much like the first.
It actually worked out pretty well in the end because it could have fallen short to those two Evertonian players that were right there, and then it could have had problems. We've been really poor out from the back, to be fair. I remember the deck pass in the first half.
Go on.
Mistakes you just can't make, but you know.
Go on, Bennett. Go on, Soucek. Go on, get it out.
Oh, lovely win. Come on.
Oh, Pablo.
Quicker.
Benny was right there in the middle, waiting for that pass. And like you say, Pablo Fornal's been way too slow there. Oh, Jesus. Come on, boys. Move. There's no movement.
Just play it first time. Taking so long on the ball.
I mean, the trouble is, like, they are playing it slow, but also there's just so little options and people just aren't moving properly.
We're in such a defensive shape that by the time we get the ball, it gives us a bit of time.
Oh, my God, Sebastian Haller. Unbelievable. Guarantee if we can save from this, that'll be him gone. Everyone will call for his head.
I haven't seen it yet.
Well, so far...
I haven't seen it yet, but... I mean, all I'm going to say here... this is a general thing. It's nothing about what you're saying, Angus, so don't...
Go! Seb, good challenge, Seb. Hold on.
Go on.
Oh, shit.
Go on. Oh, for goodness sake.
Sorry, Dennis, go on.
It's good that because obviously I'm a little bit behind you, so I don't know what's going on. But it's like Fornells makes that error, and there's a little bit of a grumble. But because of how frustrated we are with the Seb Haller situation, when Haller does it, it's for fuck's sake. And again,
you're spot on. You're spot on.
And it's like, and that's where this is why when I say I'm not defending Haller in the sense of I think he's actually quality. What I'm saying is I just feel that because he's the centre forward and because he's not Mikel Antonio, whereas Fornells makes that mistake and there's very little repercussion. Whereas when your centre forward makes that mistake, it has a bit more detrimental effect on the team, and also it's so much more frustrating when again. So I'm not saying you're wrong.
You're correct. I think you're completely correct. But again, it goes back to
position on the pitch means so much more when you're up front.
Go on, Jared.
Yeah, but even if Deck does that, he's got he's got that thing to fall back on in that his performances have been quality consistently.
This isn't saying that Haller doesn't deserve it. What I'm saying is that when your centre forward isn't making the impact you need, it's so much more. There's so much more reaction from it.
Well, yeah, but I think more of that is just purely because he's out of position in the first place. I think again, if Fornells did that, even I would be going, well, what, why is he even making that pass in their final third?
You see that, Corey?
Yeah, cheeky one too.
Yeah, cheers, ref. We need a bit of help.
Yeah, we're just
again poor from the back, Cresswell. It's not going to take a lot for them to really hurt us now.
Well, they're putting the passing
out from the back has been so poor this game compared to the other two. Deck's now going on a run, which is fair enough. To be fair, that guy could play anywhere centrally. I genuinely believe that he could play as our number one and be more impactful than Sebastian. Right, where are you, Corey?
I've just seen that Creswell pass, and he's won it back off Gylfi, and now Deck's
okay.
Rice is doing the run now. I'm 53-15.
Okay, yeah, I'm tracking that.
I'm ever so slightly behind you. I'm just coming up to the Rice run. So
that was good from Declan. Get us further up the pitch.
Yes, Antonio warming up.
Lovely job.
Yeah, I mean,
get him on.
Bring him on around the 60th minute. That half an hour is a perfectly good run out for him on his recovery, in my opinion. Just that extra 15 at the beginning, I think, would have maybe been a bit too much for him.
Go on, Chris. Ooh. Come on, boys.
So languid. Come on.
I mean, just everyone just looks so sluggish and no movement.
Handball. That's not a bad ball. It's not a bad ball from Fornells.
Oh, free kick to us.
Well, one, Tomas Soucek. Look at the work rate on him. Oh, did we get a free kick for that?
Yeah.
Oh, fair.
Free kick.
Fair. We'll take that.
Yeah, get him in the box.
Get Dawson in the box.
Should have done last game. Watch Crest pass it now. Watch him pass it.
I don't want to see no.
He did. He fucking did. But
I want to big up other channels. You see the West Ham clips thing of the last minute free kick? We just didn't do anything with it.
Yeah, that's the whole game.
Oh my god! It was begging. Someone just to put a leg on it. Oh my god! Look at Declan's fuming. He's giving it on a plate.
It's a great ball in.
On a plate.
Comes a bit too late.
Oh god!
Fucking hell.
Absolutely.
Seb diving down there. Good positioning from him.
Go on, Alec. That's it.
That's it. Well won. Well won.
Go on, Benny.
Go on. Nah, crowded out there.
Oh, Deck. Come on, wake up, man.
I just don't like Benny in the 10 role. I'd much
I was about to say I wouldn't mind now seeing Manu come on and Ben Rama switch to the left.
Yeah.
That's too forward thinking, though.
Off, is he? Go on, Fornals.
Handball.
Go on.
Oh.
There's not.
Come on. Oh, it breaks down. So close.
Talk about West Ham.
It's so West Ham.
Oh, Jared Bowen, beautiful.
Well, Bowen. What's that?
That's it, Jared. What a touch.
I think Bowen has technically been very good today.
Yeah, this is fun to watch. This moments like when we have periods like this when we're just Great.
Oh,
Great Dawson.
Dawson!
Great Dawson. Forgot he was there.
It's a simple
Fuck
pass,
me.
mate. It's a simple pass.
He's so rubbish.
God dear.
Mickey's coming on.
Yes, come on,
Come
Mike.
on, Mickey.
Come on, son.
Craig has had a few moments tonight, hasn't he?
I warned you.
You did,
Well, not
man.
warned you, sorry, I called it. I still maintain that he's going to cost us a goal today. He's going to cost us a goal, but Ben Rama's going to get an assist.
Well, I thought he went off for 20 minutes for Balbuena, so I mean, I haven't had that full stress for the full 50 odd minutes.
Guarantee you, Haller isn't coming off, and Antonio comes on for like, I don't know, Cresswell or something.
Ben Rama or something.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
but watch it be Bowen, and it's
Moyes
going to be
Moyes has made too many good mistakes, so good choices. So he's going to fuck this sub up. He's going to take off Soucek.
I think he will take off Seb, to be fair, but it would be a very West Ham thing.
Come on.
Yeah, it would be a very West Ham thing for him to take Bowen off because Bowen's tired because he's been tracking back to try and cover our right back the whole time.
Come on.
I think we talk about Bowen.
I feel bad saying that because Soufal's just solid, but
I think where we see Bowen in those central areas has actually been quite impressive. We always associate with him being a bit more of a...
many people seem to forget he was playing centrally for Hull.
Yeah,
And that's where he performed best. He's playing as a striker.
We have 3 cams, and 2 of them are playing wingers right now.
Yeah.
I don't think we have any wingers, to be fair, at all in our team.
I thought we had about 8 in
squad.
August.
Nah, but they're not wingers.
Antonio, he's a striker now.
Yeah. Seb, good.
Deal with that.
Well done,
Craig.
Go on, Benny. Go on. Oh, we'll take that. Thank you.
Go on. Lovely. Lovely stuff.
To be fair,
Seb, come on. Let's hope you're right.
It would be 100%. Yeah, there he goes.
Seb off yet?
Yeah, he's last time at Goodison Park, that's for sure. No.
There goes my hero.
We're talking to Jared, see what's going on.
Positionally, he wasn't too bad today, but
he wasn't bad. We just need Mikel for this game.
He put it this way: he never seemed to be late into the box, like too late into the box, when he was receiving that ball, on the halfway line. But here we go. That's a foul.
Go on, Sue.
That is a foul.
Oh, referee!
Fuck me.
Oh, come on, ref.
Easily.
We'll have that though. We'll have an in-swinger there from Cresswell.
Send him off, boss.
Take
man.
it short. Chorus, take it short, mate.
Yeah, I know. I need to learn, man. I need to learn about this.
If this is honestly a short free kick, I'm
a waste, isn't it? It's a waste.
Now, is there any coincidence, probably, in our best chance of the game now coming in the 59th minute, not 10 seconds after Mikel Antonio has come on? I think if Soufal had that ball, he would have looked to pass it off there, but they've suddenly found this newfound confidence now that we've actually got a number 9 up. And he's gone, I'll take him off when we get into the box.
I wouldn't give Antonio direct credit for that, but I do know what you mean. It gives
I think it's a bit. He's got Angus has a point. At the same time, it's a bit of a how can we know?
Yeah, exactly. But even last game, you couldn't put that directly on Mikel Antonio. But we just seem rejuvenated as soon as he comes on. There's something about it.
It changes the way we play. It changes the way we play.
Injured, from where I am.
Who?
I would not be surprised if Mikel Antonio scores from this set piece. I'm telling you right now.
Come on. Oh, God.
Come on, boys.
He's going to pass it.
Get a nick in here. Get a nick. Come on.
Would not be surprised one bit if somehow Mikel Antonio scores here. Or Cress. Cress goes for the shot.
Cress is in my fantasy.
He'll try and go for the shot. Watch this. He'll go near post.
Ages. Go on.
If he goes near post and tries to test Pickford here, you never know.
I called it.
Oh!
It wasn't exactly near post, but it was perfect for a left footer.
Yeah, no, not
Oh,
bad
lovely.
effort.
Made him work, though.
Not a bad effort. Oh, Randolph on the ball again.
Go, Ben. Go, Benny. Go. Go.
Go on, Benny. Go on, Benny. Go on, Benny.
Mickey's on.
Oh, go on. Go on.
I love watching this. It's so good.
Come on.
We'll take corner.
It's literally like watching another West Ham.
Isn't it, mate? It's just a different
To be
side.
fair, as a team, in terms of the chances we created, it's the miles difference compared to Brighton and Southampton. We've created so many good chances, and it's been like there's been something about it as well. We've been a quick tempo, quick in the build up. Tomas Soucek's running around. Oh,
Go on, get it in.
Another dead
Get
ball.
it in.
oh.
Ooh, Fornals had a go there, but straight at Pickford.
Oh
Assuming nothing happens, yeah.
Nah, nothing.
no, it wasn't even a bad effort, to be fair.
It
But,
was on target.
Don't worry. If we score, you'll know.
Angus will
Imagine if Fornals scores that. It was just absolute.
Oh my
scenes,
god, it'd be limbs. Oh,
Mickey, Exhibit
Come on.
A, except.
this is what we need. He at least takes them on.
Gorgeous,
even if he
well
didn't
done.
win it.
So Seb passes that off, obviously. Goes without saying.
Well, Seth trips over himself trying to get rid of it.
Charles, don't you turn on him as well.
But look how much higher we're pressing as the team with Antonio in there. It's like
It's when you have a forward that can run at them, like we're saying that
Yeah.
basically, Haller. I've just had that moment. Haller doesn't make that run. Haller goes to do a small pass to Fornals because he's a different type of player, and he can't. If he tries to turn and run, he hasn't got the pace and really the touch.
And Fornals doesn't have the pace either, so we go back to Dawson.
Yeah.
go on, Declan, press him now.
And then he slips and we concede.
Oh no!
That's
come
it.
on.
Go on, win it. Oh,
Gosh, we were way open there.
we've
on
got to
the
get
right
back
side.
now. Oh, careful.
Straight around.
Oh my God. We have survived there.
That's the
Yeah,
risk,
I mean,
though, isn't it? You start pressing Fornals up.
There's something different about Ogbono when Dawson's playing as well. I'm not saying he's had a bad game. In fact, he's always good pretty much for us. But the communication as well, as Dennis pointed out in the first half, and also last game with Dawson sticking his leg out for the Ings offside goal. There's something there that just doesn't quite work.
Yeah.
No, him and
They've
Balfour.
only played 150 minutes of football together.
Yeah, exactly. No guesses why.
William and Deal, he's had at least
Go on, Pablo. Go on, Pablo.
he's had 2 seasons to gel with them. Admittedly, they've not always passed each other.
Nice.
He's had his chance for the game like he always does. Unbelievable. This guy is literally, oh my God.
Pablo.
Oh, Pablo, come on, mate. You've got a clear chance.
Oh,
Oh my God, that's the worst header ever.
Every game, this geezer has a clear-cut chance.
I always
Again,
think-
he's trying to lick the ball, not actually hit it.
You can't blame Sebastian Haller for that one, lads.
No, don't intend to. We're blaming Fornals.
Hey, we've just had it.
What a chance he had there, honestly.
How does he not even get it on target?
Well,
Just
mate,
get it on
he
target.
arguably even had the time to maybe take a chest it and do something
Just
else.
volley it, yeah.
But it's just like,
Oh, what
Should have
a
gone.
volley.
Should have gone for a bicycle kick. Like that's
Oh,
what
here we
Haller
go.
would've done there. Haller would've gone for the
James
bicycle.
Rodriguez on, Gomez on.
Yeah,
Oh,
James on.
great.
Now he really can't afford to give up too much space if he's coming in off that right hand
Who
side.
came off? Was it Bernard and
Sigurdsson.
There are my prediction of the Sigurdsson Thunderbolt is out the window, lads.
Go, just
Oh my God, go on, Mikey, go on, go on, go on! Oh. We're getting closer.
Oh,
we're getting
Mickey.
Closer.
No way.
Oh, look at Mikel Antonio there.
That's not a foul. That's not a foul. We got.
Oh, my God.
Right, come on, boys. Sharpen up. Hammers on the pitch.
Game's open right up now.
Yeah, it's definitely getting more interesting for sure. Oh, God.
Oh my God, if we can
Oh,
Just keep it tight.
Right over the bar corner.
first shot on target, isn't it? Mickey, that's the first
Yeah.
shot on target.
I mean, Pablo should have had the first one on target.
Yeah,
Pablo, I'm not entirely convinced on him either. He doesn't. Yeah,
Oh, me neither, mate. I mean,
It's just
he doesn't seem like a Premier League number 10.
It's the composure. He's
Yeah,
not
really.
But I
great.
think a lot of it is just in terms of match scenarios. He hasn't been asked to actually create anything since he was playing for bloody Spain.
Well done.
He's played as an 8 instead of a 10. No surprise if they score.
Oh,
Deal with that.
Gomez a bit of an interesting one. Go on. Well done, Soufal. Go on, get rid.
One's been
Oh.
done. Free cross into the box. Dawson cleared.
Get rid. Well done.
Problem is now you've got James is coming out to that left-hand side and Richarlison's coming in a bit more central. So
yeah, Hammer's out on the left. I'm not particularly like. Again, he just doesn't have the space on him to hurt us out wide. But again, it would be a role similar to like Ben Rama, where it's in between that penalty circle and the left-hand side of the box, where that's where he can really hurt us.
But what worries me is you've got Richarlison coming off to that side where Craig Dawson is. I think that is the real problem area.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Come on, West Ham.
Everton, if they really wanted to nab a couple of goals here, should have started them as a front two. DCL Richarlison would have been lethal.
They're missing Luca Digne, aren't they? And Coleman when he's fully fit, I think, and they're playing a different way, which definitely suits us.
Digne?
It's so funny that Allaire goes off, and as soon as he goes off, we get a free header in the centre of the box.
Oh no, I was about to say that. I was about to say the chances that he's bad, and it's like goes off and.
Said he would have done a bicycle kick there. Probably wouldn't have come off, but that's what he would have gone for in that position.
Yeah, he would have fucking tried it, that's for sure.
If he had been in the position, because he might...
He would have scored.
He might have been, on the edge of the box or something for that one. You don't know.
He would have scored, and then we'd all be bowing down to his mightiness.
Bow down to the king.
Recognise.
I have to eat humble pie on the post-match reaction if that happened.
It hasn't happened, so,
Yeah, exactly. So
Thank God.
I was really hoping that was going to happen, that Halle was just going to score like a tap-in and an overhead.
Come on, Creswell, be sensible there.
He just loses his foot in there, doesn't he?
Does, yeah.
James just giving me anxiety right now because I just know that he's finding pockets of space and he knows...
He's got the freedom, isn't he? Carlo's like, just go and pick up those pockets of space and try and...
Chris Harris makes a fantastic point there.
Dawson, beautiful.
Oh, hang on. I'll pull it up in a sec. God, Everton pressing us now.
100%.
Yeah,
it is bizarre that Benny's had a decent game as well, even off the ball.
I think with all the frustrations, misjudgments, or whatever you want to call it, with Seb Haller, I think a lot of what Fornells does to frustrate us does go under the radar, and then when he comes off, there's nowhere for him to hide now. So
that was a bit nasty, wasn't it, from Davis?
Not intentional.
Let me have a look.
The one on Antonio?
No, he's got a shoulder. I guess he hadn't seen him. I thought it was an elbow from.
Yeah, nothing.
I agree, Dennis. Fornells does escape some judgment. I think he got a bit of praise for the last game, particularly from me because he helped out Creswell so much. But he's definitely not.
Oh my God, Ben Rama's just done some of that, but he's been blocked. Yeah, that's the thing. It's everyone focuses on Seb, I guess, but
that's a great
Fornells again. I don't think anyone's been convinced by him. It's just it's the
deal with that.
Yeah, I think you're way ahead of us now, Angus.
Sorry, I fast forwarded it because I saw the Jacob comment and I was thinking, shit, I don't want him to see something that we don't. See a goal in the comments.
Avoiding looking at it.
Yeah, well actually, that's good. Jacob, sorry, mate, you're too good for us, too ahead of us.
Yeah, too good for our stream. But no, I mean, the Aussie BT Sport is way better than the English one, that's for sure.
Yeah, at least you ain't got Steve McManaman banging on about. There's something he doesn't understand.
For now, he doesn't have a left foot.
Come on. Just be sensible. Oh, God, I mean, I don't really know what to say.
Yeah, but that's perfect. Like, that is spot on, though, Charles. A comment like that, easy to go unnoticed. But he was playing. He started on the left, and he doesn't have a left foot.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's the thing.
Make up that what you will.
Well, he looks so uncomfortable. You can just see with that dribble that he just had. He's like, I can't use my left. I've got to use my right.
What, Mickey?
Go on, Mickey.
That's the thing about Fornells. It really only worked when he had Masuaku overlapping. It doesn't. He can't really play like a natural left-sided player because he's just not quick enough.
I've seen someone's tweeted that Fornells is the Spanish Ian Pearce.
Sure, it was
I don't understand the content or context of that, but it made me laugh.
Oh, it looks like 2 more subs are coming on. I'm not sure.
Yarmolenko and Lanzini,
I
probably.
think Lanzini's one of them.
We're bringing on 2 subs.
Yarmolenko and Lanzini for Bowen and Fornells, probably.
Yeah,
Or Ben Rama, knowing.
for Bowen. Oh
Yeah, it'll
my
be
God.
Ben Rama.
Or I haven't seen it. I'm just speculating.
I really wouldn't take Bowen off Yama. I really wouldn't go down that.
Just play Yama centrally. That's it. That's all I want. If Yama comes on, play him centrally, please.
He definitely
I'll
won.
be honest, I'm going to be honest with you, lads. I wouldn't change anything really. I mean, maybe Fornells for Lanzini and move Ben Rama wide left.
Yeah, that's the only one.
Yeah, 100%.
Unless there's an injury.
Get red.
Bloody hell. Or maybe, and I always say this: have Snodgrass go out left and just ping balls in. But knowing Moyes, it'll be Ben Rama off because he's a dick.
Oh, Bowen, unlucky. Right, yeah, it's Yama and Lanzini, I think, boys.
Yes, indeed.
But is it
for Fornells? And
Bowen.
You know it's going to be Bowen, isn't it? Yeah.
Okay, so I got 3 out of the 4 correct there.
Oh my God! If it's not Bowen,
if it's Ben Rama, if you take Ben Rama,
if it's someone else, then this guy's my favourite manager of all time. But it just is. Yeah, of course it is.
So what we saying? So you're gonna have Yama off that right hand side and Lanzini.
Yeah, no change in the formation, but you'll put Ben Rama on the left. And,
I hope so, man.
And Yama on the right. Lanzini central.
I don't think Lanzini
on the left because he's an idiot.
I think he's just gonna keep
swap. Yeah.
He just doesn't.
I wouldn't mind Ben Rama on the left though.
Could be.
I think Ben Rama's personally. I think Ben Rama's best down the left, but.
That's his position.
Exactly.
That's what he was playing at Brentford.
Yeah, that is him. He is best on the left.
And Lanzini's much better in the middle, as is Fornells.
Exactly.
But David Moyes' brain doesn't work, apparently.
It's very strange, isn't it? He doesn't play Benny barely in the past couple of games, and then he plays him for a full 90.
This is the man that played Mark Noble for 1.5 games of football.
In a 10 role.
Anything surprising?
Jared Bowen apparently.
I'm joking about David Martin playing up front for us. I would never.
Benny.
Go on, Benny. Go on, Benny.
Oh my God. Talk about tacky.
That is very lucky for him.
It's a foul, to be fair.
It's a bit sore.
I mean, if you look at it, Davis falls over because he trips himself up. But yeah, you are right. Ben Rama does get him. But
very harsh.
But Davis goes down before Ben Rama makes contact with him. So that's really annoying. Well, reset.
Don't go and try and press him, Crew, as well.
Everton definitely.
Oh my God. James giving the ball away. Yarmolenko working his magic with his lack of pace.
Use your overlap, please. You had time,
as you can see, fastest player in the Prem.
Time in the world. All the time. You can see him.
So slow.
What minute are you lads on? Because my thing just stopped.
74:50.
I'm on 73:20.
You can watch the splendid Yarmolenko not pass it quick enough. He's just so not decisive, man.
God, Neville was absolutely losing the plot.
Yeah, I just saw that. That was funny.
Go on. No.
Go on, Soucek.
Just win something off that.
Yep.
Our CDM playing left wing, passing it back to our left back with a back heel. Now we're getting countered. Our left back is nowhere to be seen. Our CDM is out of position. West Ham United. Yarmolenko playing right back. Ben Rama taking it off him, also playing right back.
Good play, Ben Rama. Look at that work rate.
Really good. Go on, let's go.
Go.
Oh, what a
Forward.
pass.
Go.
That's
Go.
it, that's it, that's it.
Oh my God. Go. Pass it, Manu. Oh,
Oh,
stop
Yarmo,
taking the
hold
fucking
up.
ball on. There was a
Right,
pass
go,
there.
go.
Poor from Benrahma.
He's not
Poor
getting
from
that,
Benrahma.
is he? He's not getting that.
Poor from Benrahma.
He's not getting it.
The pass was on.
Wasn't
Oh
great.
my
Neither
God.
Yarmolenko's
I just had the Yarmolenko bit. It's like the Michael Jackson song, like I just can't control my feet. Yarmolenko right there. Like he just can't. He was like tiptoeing almost, and what a shithouse!
It's just so
What's
slow.
an absolute shithouse.
He is so
They're gonna
slow.
score,
That
aren't they?
pace hurts us, man.
They just will score here.
Come on, deal with it.
Go. Just drive, Manu. Just drive.
Oh,
Just
no,
drive.
no,
Just
well done,
drive.
Angelo.
Please, I beg. Just
Go,
run.
Manu,
Go forward.
What's he doing?
Forward.
Oh my God.
I mean, slow
Oh
it
my
down.
fucking God.
That
Oh,
was
Don't
for
tell me
the
Mickey's
age.
playing left wing now.
Go on, Mikey. Go on,
Oh
Mikey.
my
Go on.
God.
Oh,
Pass it.
we need something.
Oh, referee!
Oh, that's sore.
That is a nasty
Yeah, that'll
challenge.
be a yellow.
What's happened? You got to tell
David.
me because I'm blind now.
Davis on Antonio. Pretty nasty tackle on him. He's getting a yellow.
He's 2-footed him. Well, not quite, but close enough.
We'll chop back on it, and then he's. Oh, that's a bit.
Tackle. It's a firm tackle.
Scissor.
That is just
Yeah.
look at that.
Definite yellow there.
He knew what he was doing, and that's so naughty.
Oh, 100%. And he knew it was Mickey as well. He knew he was going to do it just because it was Mickey.
Definite yellow. Right, go on, Cress. Oh, wait, hold on. Declan Rice.
Declan's going to do this.
Shoot.
Oh, no, they're going to do the...
They're going
Oh,
to
here we
pass it.
go.
Panorama's on the...
No.
Oh, no, he's just whipped it in.
Oh, no.
Oh,
no,
it's the worst cross.
That's a terrible.
Oh,
terrible.
behave
yourself,
Declan.
Didn't even beat the first man.
Play it inside, Cress. Stop whipping it in. No one's scoring header from there.
Come on.
Soucek. Handball ref. No chance.
Come on. Win that.
Go on.
Win it.
Yarmolenko's just been done by Andre Gomez, who 2 years ago didn't have a leg.
Oh, that's poor. Come on, Yarma.
Oh, go
Look out for
Soucek.
Decore. Look out for Decore.
What is it with advantages? They
Soucek,
just
go
don't
on.
play them.
That's a free kick.
Go on. Oh.
All right, I'll pause my stream.
Oh, my God. 10 plus minutes. Come on, let's nick something.
This is just one of them games, isn't it? It's so like
There to nick
we had
it.
that chance with Phil Nels though. We did have that chance.
Oh my God, check Tosin, is it? Oh, this would be so
Albert
West Ham.
Lewin.
This would be so West Ham. It just would be as well.
God, we've done well to keep him quiet, though, at least.
We have
Oh
done a good
my
job. That's
God.
too much for him. I think defensively,
Yeah.
generally, we've been okay, but it's just going forward.
Yeah, we've just been fruitless.
Too
But,
indecisive, yeah.
defensively, we've done really well.
Come on,
Go on,
Stretch
go on.
it.
Well done, Declan. That's it. Go on.
go on. Oh,
Yep.
Yeah, Antonio's doing so much unnecessary running. No fault of his own, but he's obviously been asked
go
to
on, Mickey. Hold
push
it.
up, and he's getting hassled by
Go on,
Yeremina.
That's it.
Go on. Oh, win that.
Go,
Oh, come
Chris.
on.
Go on.
Oh,
Go,
come on.
Dad, come on.
Runners.
There's no options. No options.
There is
for Declan.
nothing. Oh, Yarmolenko, do me a favour.
Oh my God, Yarmo, actually get off the pitch.
Was it Yarmo? Oh, it literally was.
Abysmal.
Look at Soucek's work rate there, trying to deal with Richarlison.
No. Oh God. That is all Yarmolenko's fault. man.
Yarmo there. I
Abysmal.
mean, there's no need for that at all.
That was abysmal from
Oh,
Yarmo.
watch the foul. Oh, no chance in a million years.
He's actually stepped on. He's fallen
Yeah.
over himself.
That's definitely not a yellow. He hasn't given him a yellow.
That's not a
surely.
yellow.
Oh, ref wearing a bit of counting.
I'm at the bit where Tozen's just come on, and like we said with Shane Long, if there was ever
It
a
is.
footballer,
It is
if there's a
exactly
footballer
right.
that's going to fucking score against us, it's going to be Cenk Tozen, isn't it? I think
Ben
we were
Tate
heavily
and Czech person.
we were heavily linked with him a few years ago.
James.
Remember, we had a good scoring rate out in Turkey, but
Oh, come on, West Ham. Just at least stay disciplined last 10 here. I don't think we're going to get anything, but
Oh God. Lanzini was marking like freaking Godfrey. Like what?
Go on, Mickey.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, we'll take that.
That's the difference. They played the shittest ball into the box and they still figured out a way.
Yeah, they still managed to make something of it.
Just had the Yarmolenko heel flick. God almighty.
Oh, honestly, it's abysmal, isn't it?
The thing is, we can talk about his pace and stuff, but it's when he does those silly tricks for no reason.
It's when he tries to do the no look back heel when he knows that he can see the fullback.
He smiled. He was like smiling afterwards. I was like, "What are you doing? Don't smile. Freaking like
sort yourself out, mate.
Sort yourself out."
God, Darren Randolph. His goal kick has gone through everyone here. Why is Andre Gomez? He would be our fastest player.
Lovely tackle, Declan Rice.
Ricey.
That's what I'm talking about. Go!
Why is Antonio getting the ball there? What are you? Oh my God!
When he can take on.
What is going on?
Play man on.
And Antonio's genuinely playing out on the left now.
I know, it's odd, isn't it?
And Benrahma's playing central. No. That's genuinely what's happening. Oh my God, what a pass.
Good ball.
Go on,
Manu. There's no options. There's nothing.
Oh, for fuck's sake. You can't ride it,
can
you?
Soucek.
Come on.
You just can't.
Sloppy, man.
I told you what happens when I put Soucek in my fantasy team, right?
It's your fault, mate. It's your fault.
You left him on the bench.
Oh, that's a bad ball.
Is he in my team? That's a good question.
Definitely. He's definitely in mine. And I've had a shocker recently. Well,
sure. No, it's not. Soufal cheeky. Come on.
I hate it when Soucek makes a mistake because he's like such a decent player. If he makes a mistake, you're just like heartbroken. Go on, Lanzini. Watch the run.
Yeah, I don't fancy that.
Oh, Yarmo, what's going on?
Deal with that. Deal with it, Yarmo.
That was a good pass.
Okay, play it simple now. Go.
Go.
Give him something to aim at. That's it.
That's a foul.
Oh, referee!
Oh, yeah.
It's like a game show. What position's Mikel Antonio playing in this attack?
At the minute on my screen, he is hugging the left touchline.
Oh, he was hugging the right touchline for that one. I can assure you of that.
I don't even think that was a free kick, to be fair.
Nah.
But worth appealing.
Oh, I've just had the Soucek pass. I thought maybe he'd missed the sitter or something, but that a little bit less.
Oh my God, check Tyson.
We're sitting off him now.
Check Tyson.
Look out for it.
Fuck's
sake. Take him away. Deal with it. Declan Rice.
Hey, referee. Thank you. I'll take that.
Oh, dear me.
It's so end-to-end now, isn't it?
This game is stressing me out big time. It's so scrappy as well at stages. Like the ball
nil all. He's going to be like brilliant performance against a brilliant team.
I know exactly.
Yeah.
Craig Dawson. Also now it's like, we've kept 2 clean sheets for Craig Dawson, and it's like, although he's not been as bad as we make out, but it doesn't tell the entire story of his performance, does it?
Yeah,
no. All these fans slating Craig Dawson. He's the most experienced player in the Premier League. I don't know what everyone's on about. That'll be his response. That was his response last week.
He'll be like, I'm now giving Dawson the captaincy.
I know that's gonna be the latest thing on TalkSport. West Ham fans they're so deluded. They didn't want Craig Dawson. They said typical Sullivan signing. Well, they kept 2 clean sheets with him. Latest Jim White.
Just play the ball. Soucek. You're on. Oh, bang it, Chris. Oh. Bang it.
Oh,
go on inside. Oh,
yeah.
Is he off?
It's not
Oh my God, the worst celebration you'll ever see.
It's Tomas Soucek. Yes! It's in there, my son!
Hey, after that celebration, it's definitely offside.
No, it wasn't. Cresswell.
Oh my God, he was on. We're 1-0 up.
Cresswell assist.
Beautiful.
Yeah, Cresswell.
They're both in my team. Clean sheet, assist.
1-0.
Genuinely,
It was going to come down to
exactly my
that.
point. Exactly my point. Cresswell take the shot and wait for the. Oh, to be fair, it wasn't a
Oh,
deflection.
it's a terrible shot, but it was good
So
enough
to
to get.
be clear,
so-
it hasn't been disallowed yet, yeah?
No, it was a goal.
Oh, it's
100%
not-
goal.
no, it's a goal.
Honestly, mate, the referee's flag was
Game's
down.
already kicked off again.
Down. It
It's a
didn't
goal.
even.
Get
The
in.
celebration, though. Come on.
Well, I'm on a Randall free kick at 84. It's 84.45. So
God.
It's coming, mate.
Sorry,
Have
mate.
your moment.
Oh my
Have
god.
your
Corey,
moment.
if you were stressed before that goal, we're going to be even
No,
more.
don't, man.
stressed
I can feel it now. I can feel it coming.
Yeah,
on.
everyone just silence.
It was such that type of game as well. Like, it's so that type of game.
Oh God.
Come on, West Ham.
Oh, I can't deal with this.
no, don't tell me off. It's another deflection. I think it hits an Everton defender. It goes into Soucek, just like his goal against Brighton.
Yes, so foul.
It would have been so funny if, as Dennis started celebrating, we'd conceded.
I know.
So
I'm
we'd
worried. I
all
was
go,
like, I'm listening to Angus going, have we conceded already?
Unbelievable. Fireworks happening outside.
Come on, West Ham.
Oh, what a finish.
The celebration they do. Oh, wait, I get it now, because Southampton like the kid. I get it now, right?
Yeah, the kid, didn't he?
Oh, that's such a shit house goal.
It was actually, to be fair, initially, it's such a great touch from Tomas Soucek and shot.
Yeah, it is.
It's really just runs straight, it deflects straight into his path.
Amazing.
I love that. That's such a Tommy Soucek goal as well. That's the late run. Come on.
Sorry,
here we
guys.
go.
I've got fireworks celebrating a Soucek's goal outside my house right now.
Such a shit house goal. And it's such a shit house win if we win this as well.
What a win. What a win.
Absolutely shit house performance. I love it.
Straight to that low block now with just Ben Rama and Antonio.
I'm still about a minute and a half behind you guys. I'm on 86.30.
Come on, West Ham. Just keep it tight.
Yeah, well, let's hold the celebrations because
Deal with it. Soufal.
Really.
Of course he does.
Yarmolenko as a defender now is really.
He's like a right wing back now, isn't he? Just sitting there.
He's
If he's not really
terrible
mobile, just have a bloody centre back and go 5 at the back. He's a big lump.
Nah.
someone said play Soucek up front. We wouldn't have a CDM. That's the problem. Let's go.
God.
Right.
Phil James thinks we're going to get another one. He says
Does
we're
he?
going to get another one or need one. He says we need one.
To be
at
fair,
least.
I think we could be
I'd like one, mate. I'd like one.
Needing one more and getting one more is a different,
Yeah.
is a different thing.
Moyes ain't going
We
for one
definitely
more,
need
trust me.
one more. I doubt we're going to get another one though.
Moyes ain't going.
Everton are just going to absolutely go for one more, though, themselves. They're just going to try and grab this, and we could be on the counter, especially Ben Rama.
Yeah, and Antonio now.
Let's hope we don't have to.
Carlo Ancelotti team. Unbelievable.
That's a foul. That's a foul. That's a foul. That is a foul.
Yeah, he hasn't given it.
It's a dead
Who was
foul.
that?
Yama.
That is a
Oh,
foul.
my-
He's gone right into him. Godfrey's got away with a few tasty ones tonight.
Yeah, he's left it out a little bit, but
He's a bit clever there.
Yama, this is Yama's highlight of the game. Not going to lie. Stay down as long as you can. As long
trouble is
as
it'll
you
just
can.
add on to injury time. So I just
Yeah, I
don't-
know. They all do it, and I don't get it.
Go on, there we go. Well done. And we haven't got any subs anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Probably helps us because David
Shit,
was
we've
pretty well
used
defended,
as well.
didn't he?
Oh my god.
Come on. Go on, Mickey. Well done. Oh, he's lost it.
Clip that up. Oh, when
No, because it's a bit blurry on the stream, so I just see him like, hold up, like, yes, Mickey. It's like, oh no. Tom
3
David.
minutes stoppage time. 3 minutes to hold
Come
on.
on, boys.
Come on, West Ham. Big performance there. Put it in.
I mean, I've still got my stream going, but I'm so far behind you. I'm just gonna pay attention to you guys. That situation.
God.
Come on.
God,
Come on.
We're so deep
Aye.
now. So deep. Get out.
It's
Get
a
out.
low
Get out.
block.
Yes. Well done.
Yes, come on.
Come on.
Run it into that corner, honestly.
Gutted. Go on, Chris. Take your time, fella. Take your time getting over there. Last 5 minutes.
Look at the possession stats, man. Honestly, it's so West Ham, man, this season as well.
Randolph, come on, man, the match, fella. They haven't actually given it to him, have they?
No, they haven't. Of course they haven't. Have they?
No.
Because he only had like one shot to make, one save to
Yeah, I
make.
was
To be
about
fair,
to say,
it's
I
just
mean, he's been all right, but hasn't been man of the match.
Give it Tommy Soucek 3 bonus points. Thank you very much.
go, Benrahma, counter.
Oh, come on.
Oh my god, I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna shut up, but this should be 2-0.
Oh, okay.
Oh, God. Yeah, we're
Come
about
on.
to see it now, I think.
Come on.
As in, it should have gone in, or it is 2-0.
Come on. Win it.
Oh, my God, Angus, you're like 5 minutes ahead of us.
Yeah, no, I fast forwarded. I'm now dropping back.
Go on. Go on.
I've just had to add
yeah.
it
Come
time.
on. Come on. No, he's not going to do it. He's not going to do it, is he? He's not going to do it. Oh, Mickey, come on.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
dude.
that should have been 2-0.
Wait, did Mickey just miss a sitter?
No,
In fairness, mate,
It's
you ran the
tough.
whole. It's
Yeah,
tough.
I'm more
I mean,
than best than hilarious
shouldn't we
all
be given
game.
the Seb Haller treatment now?
No,
No.
because Ale would have run. Ale would have run 5 miles to
through.
make that
Yeah.
effort.
Pickford playing left centre back now, or left back rather.
Yeah, that was a great ball from Benrahma.
That is a bit of a swipe and a
I mean,
half.
what time are you on? Because I'm got 2 minutes left, and I'm about 2 minutes behind you. Surely it must almost be over, right?
Nearly, man. Nearly, I think.
40 seconds, according to me.
I've got,
I'm
got
at
about
10
40.
seconds, but I'm fasting. I'm going back now.
Just go back, man.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
We can all enjoy.
No, I've gone back. I've gone back.
Pickford's
I'm
getting up
I'm
there.
at Pickford playing left
Go on.
back.
Manu, get rid. Well done.
Press on that. Press on that.
Good. Oh, Deckers, don't go too far. Don't go too far. Don't go too far. Drop back. Go on, Mikey. Get up there.
Clear it.
Go on,
Clear
Deckers.
it. Look at that. Thomas Soucek.
Yes.
Go on, Benny.
Ooh.
No. No. Oh, well done, Manu.
Clear.
Yes, well done, Lanzini.
Oh my god.
Go on, Benny. Go on, Benny. Go.
No. Oh.
Oh, it's offside.
Antonio
you
should
guys are
Antonio
ahead
should
of
have
me.
squared it to Lanzini 100% there.
Full time.
Just
Come
have
on,
Mick.
come on,
Oh,
Go
yeah.
up. Go up, ref.
Come on,
Go
ref.
up,
It's
ref.
over.
Irons.
Go up.
Clear it. Clear it. Come on.
I'm watching it.
Finish
I'm
it
watching
up,
Yes,
finish
yes,
it up.
Go on, Deckers. Go on, Deckers.
up.
Go on, Deckers. Go.
Corner. Corner,
Go on,
son.
Deckers. In the corner.
it.
Hold
Yes.
it. What's happened?
Yes!
Yeah.
Yes! Come on!
Get
Check
in
it.
there.
Viva the shithouse.
Oh, I love it, man. I absolutely love that.
I
have that all day
absolutely
long.
love. You
Oh.
absolutely love a
Moyes
1-0
has done him.
shithouse away performance.
Oh, man.
man,
I
Only way
absolutely
to
love
win. It's
that.
the only way to win.
Oh, my God. That's the
Moyes
most
is
West Ham
chatting.
game you will get. This year. Start this year. The Soucek goal is
2021 unbeaten. Beautiful.
love it. 3 points to start off with.
100%. Yeah, haven't conceded. Yes, you can see it now. Like back when Jack Sullivan used to tweet stuff, he go, "West Ham, the only team with a 100% record and not conceding a goal."
Oh, honestly.
I think that's honestly, it was an amazing performance. Defensively, we were superb. Offensively, we didn't offer enough. But the one bit we needed, we got. And it was Tommy Soucek.
Chris has a shot that takes a minor deflection that guides it to Tomas Soucek's right boot.
Honestly, man. We've seen this before. We've seen this before from Soucek, where he just throws himself at something and it just comes off. So fair play, he's made that
fair,
run.
yeah, a bit of a shithouse win, but I think we deserved it because at the end of the day, we dealt with Heller up top for 70 minutes. As much as that might sound harsh, so for Antonio. No, well, to be fair, the comment, the way I said it probably is a bit harsh, but in all reality, if you're having a number 9 not taking shots, it must be a bit hard to deal with for the rest of the team. Yeah. So for Antonio to come on and to actually open the game up, because he did on numerous occasions, the goal had nothing to do with him, but slowly you start to open it up and it does give opportunity for players like Soucek to get up and in the box. Chris, with the shot and the, kind of bit of a lucky goal in that sense. But we did. Is it any coincidence that out of the last 3 games, this is the game that we've put out the starting lineup that's been the most attacking with the most impetus. We looked the best in the first 45 minutes that we have in any of the 45 minutes across the last 3 games. And this is the game where we walk away with a win. For me, it's not.
I thought defensively there were a few hairy moments, but I thought we were superb in the midfield and in the defence throughout the game. I thought we nullified them. Calvert-Lewin was really struggling. Even James come on and we said, is he going to get too much space? But he was picking the ball up in deep areas where he couldn't hurt us. So I think defensively today we were absolutely spot on. It was just that little bit of quality. And Antonio did change it. The way we did play from open play was much better. Maybe we wouldn't have got as far forward, but there's no denying the goal is... it's not a lucky goal, but it is certainly one that you'll take at the end. It weren't pretty.
Ultimately, as well, big thing is that this is the first. I think it's the first time Moyes has beaten Everton since he's left.
Yeah, I think it is.
So he obviously he really wanted to do. That's why he decided to play the correct formation. We'll go back to the usual shit against Burnley after this. So that's our next game.
Don't be like that.
Can I say, 3 points there is absolutely massive. Absolutely massive.
Yeah, really. It goes back to what I said before the Brighton game. Admittedly, I thought it'd be the other way round, that we'd beat Brighton, but we'd get draws against Southampton and Everton. But I said that if we come out of these next 3 games undefeated, it can that's the kind of momentum that can carry on. Whereas if we lose these games, you go into the new year, be like, oh, for fuck's sake, we lost 3 on the bounce, we want a bit of a down, and we're looking over our shoulders. I think that win puts us back up to 5th momentarily. I believe. I could be wrong.
No, 10th.
No, we were 10th. We were 10th, and then
and now we're still 10th.
We were 3 points off Villa.
No. Well, we're 10th now. We're still 10th now.
But when we look at the results,
3 points.
The Brighton game was a terrible game. Let's be honest. We still got a point out of it. We were awful, but 2 clean sheets against Southampton and Everton, 4 points isn't a bad return. And at least he started with Ben Rama, and I thought he was good today as well. Even in his pressing off the ball, he was fantastic.
I will say very quickly, to answer Dennis and Charles's confusion, Villa 5th,
Yeah, I've
Chelsea
just looked
6th,
at the table.
Tottenham 7th,
Goal
City
difference.
8th, Southampton 9th, West Ham 10th, all on 26 points.
But what I might add is that City have 3 games on us. Tottenham have 2, and Southampton, Chelsea have 1, and Villa have 3 games on us. So
let's be real here. That Everton side were coming off the back of some serious results. Plus, they had a break as well because of the postponement of the Man City game, and we looked sharp. We looked very, very sharp. And
Everton are 4 points off the top.
Yeah, exactly.
Nothing to be sneezed at, but at the same time, it wasn't I don't think we were the better team. I think it was an even game. I'm not saying we were the worst team, but it was an even game. But there's a reason why I'm calling it shithouse. It's the fact that it's just a swing and a hit, deflection, gets tapped in. It's a smash and grab 85th minute winner that you love.
Is it though? Because I genuinely think, to be fair, we were the better team. In terms of the impetus that we created, far more than Everton. Sure, there are a few hairy moments. But Dennis, obviously my comment about Sebastian Haller, the way I said it was maybe a bit harsh. But in terms of the actual substance to the comment, I'm curious to know if you have any sort of defence for that, because for me there isn't.
No, I'm not. And at no point really during this game have I defended Haller. All I've said is that he's making the mistakes. It's not working. Equally, you have no other choice but to play him in the short term until Antonio's back match fit. Equally, other mistakes are happening on the rest of the field, but they're less as frustrating because, like you said, you're using terms I wouldn't use, but I'd call him your centre forward rather than your number 9. But you'd want your centre forward taking shots in the box, yes. But equally, if you hadn't taken that shot, or if you had taken that shot and he'd scuffed it over or something, everyone would be jumping up and down saying he could have passed it to Benrahma. Equally, when Antonio ran through at the end, the criticism is that he had a Lanzini in his face. He could have squared it, but I don't think very few people would have said that. That's what I'm saying.
He had Lanzini on the left.
Because of the work rate, Antonio, when he makes a mistake like that, doesn't get the stick that Haller does.
No, can I be honest? No, for me, it's not because of the work rate. Because Sebastian Haller, I think you can't slate his work rate. It's because Mikel Antonio consistently delivers for us in the same way that if Declan Rice gave away the ball, the defence for Declan Rice would be he consistently performs for us. Sebastian Haller does not consistently perform for us. And so the job that he's been asked to do, which is put the ball in the back of the net or at least take a shot, when that doesn't happen, suddenly you've got all these things to fall back on if you're making an argument against Sebastian Haller, and it all falls into place, and he's not the right number 9 for us. So when Mikel Antonio comes on and things start to change, is it a coincidence? No, it's not.
I agree. I think we looked a different team with Antonio in, and it's even when he's picking up the ball, his ability to drag that ball forward and push us as a team forward in general. We have more chances from open play. And I think, yeah, all right, he missed that chance at the end, and we can debate it. But again, Haller wouldn't have even been in that position. I don't want to dig out Haller too much. I don't think it was the right game for Haller. I don't think he played badly.
No, it's like when, as Angus said, he's asking me if there's any really defence for Haller. I'm not going to defend the indefensible. I'm not going to sit there and say, oh no, you're all wrong. It's all fake news. Haller was fantastic. Sometimes I say that partially as a joke to wind you guys up. But ultimately, all I'm saying is that with the lineup that we had, we could have started. I guarantee, if we started Mikel Antonio, he'd have been out for another 2-3 weeks. We would have gone off injured in the midway through the second half. He's not going to be quite ready fitness. Equally, a slightly fitter Antonio may have looked up for Lanzini or had the fitness to go beyond another shot. It's no coincidence in saying that we picked up more. Antonio came on. He also had our first shot on goal, which is a type of shot that we've been lacking from the edge of the box. We've not been shooting from the edge of the box since.
Yeah, because he hasn't been doing it in other games.
That's what I mean. So without him, all these chances come forward purely through Antonio. We are very reliant, not just on Antonio for what he does, but also what he brings out of other players. Yeah. Something I've always said. You can't, with a winning formula. Even if there was a winning formula, let's say there's this mystical formula that makes Seb Haller work. Let's just say, for devil's advocate, it's going to be impossible to get us up to that speed within a few months, because we've spent the best part of 8 months winning with Antonio up front, doing this high press. So therefore, this is where, again, it goes back to fucking recruitment. We didn't scout Haller right. We didn't know he couldn't play up top on his own. It's a big fucking clusterfuck. We're trying to make what the best we've got with it. I just try and be a bit more supportive of him instead of jumping on him whenever he makes a mistake. I'm not faulting anyone for doing that. If you want to do that, that's you. I'm not got a problem with it at all, really. It's more just, I don't sit there and go, for fuck's sake, Haller every single time. It isn't me saying, no, Haller actually did well there. I'm just basically just sort of rolling my eyes and tutting at, oh, here we are, another fucking poor pass by Haller. His mistakes against Leeds, I called it out at the time. It was horrendous. Equally, Antonio, we could get some time. He's got a bit of time now until the next game. FA Cup, do we start him? Do we not? I would really like us to play more younger players, considering it's
probably.
And then we start him against Burnley, and we're going to be singing. If we play this formation, like you put up, Angus, if you play this formation with these players, maybe Diop or Balbuena instead of Dawson, with Antonio up top, that is a definitely top 8, if not better side. If everyone performs as well as they can, and we can have an exciting, end to the season should everyone stay fit. But ultimately, in January, we need to bring in someone instead of Seb Haller. It's quite apparent that Seb Haller is not working. It's time to shut the ride down, and it's possibly best, for all things considered, for us to part ways before it gets too more toxic. If a player in the country in Germany, like Claret and Hugh are claiming, are willing to take him, it might be an idea, so long as a replacement comes in January, literally just to load him out with a view to the transfer happening in January. Just get him out of the club 6 months early rather than in summer. If you can bring in someone in the short term, someone like Josh King, to be back up to Antonio, because when the feeling of the atmosphere, the fans, it resonates on the players, is that when Haller starts, you don't have that confidence. I have maybe more confidence than you guys do, but I don't have confidence compared to how Antonio plays. Therefore, I think it might be in West Ham's interest to flog Seb Haller in January now.
What's so interesting as well, when you actually see the side when Antonio comes into how he changed going forward. Yeah. They know his potential. They know what he offers, and the whole team in general, in terms of that,
exactly,
look much
exactly.
More
so that was my point. When again, many people saying this is a shithouse win, and to be fair, the large aspect of it is that yes, it's a shithouse win because we bagged a goal in the 85th minute and only had to sit back for 5 minutes. And it seems like that in part is the David Moyes way. In saying that, for the performance of the other boys, like Jared Bowen, who had been constantly tracking back and the work rate was absolutely superb, to create the chances that didn't get converted for the large part of 75 minutes, it is thoroughly deserved that we walk away with a 1-0 result. It's not like we played a shit game and happened to score a fluky goal. We played a really good game and sure, we happened to score a semi-fluky goal. But even if you look 10 seconds before that, the touch by Soucek and the shot in the box that ultimately created the goal is absolutely superb. And it's something that at the end of the day, we would have had to rely on him to do rather than a Sebastian Haller. Because if it was Seb taking that touch, there's no way that's a shot on goal. So, for him to get up in the box like he did, to show a bit of attacking impetus as a CDM who's been working his absolute arse off the whole game and the whole season, for him to get off the back of that, another beautiful goal, was absolutely thoroughly deserved. And for the rest of the team as well.
There's no denying, look, Dennis touched on it, bringing in somebody like a Josh King in January. And I look as well, it will get put under the carpet because we got the win. And it's when we get the win, we tend to forget a lot of the issues in the game. But Fornals' pace does hurt us on transition. And you look at that left-hand side and Josh King's versatility. If we could even play him on that left if we bring him in and have an Haller, even if Haller was in the side and we kept hold of him in January, gives us another look, gives him someone else to support him and carry that ball. So we do have, the recruitment has to be spot on in January. Like we said during the stream, whether that happens or not, it's still very, very sceptical on that.
Josh King would slot straight into this team, whether it be up top if Antonio's injured, or on the left-hand side. We've got in my opinion, we've got the slowest team with the exception of Sheffield United, perhaps, in the league. Just in terms of if we're not playing Antonio, with the exception of Jared Bowen as well, put it this way, we've got nothing on the left-hand side. We got absolutely nothing on that left-hand side in terms of creating, without Cresswell having to overlap and then get caught out like he was today and like he was against Southampton, which is where you saw that beautiful Fornals kind of foot over his head, clearance down the right wing. Otherwise, Theo Walcott would have been through. So you give up a bit when you're attacking if you've got no pace. Defensively rather, if you've got no pace, because Cresswell keeps having to push up. And he will get injured as well if he keeps bloody running around too much. And it just creates, Josh King as a player as well is just someone that can hold the ball up really well. He's got quite a lot of strength. Phenomenal pace. Natural finisher. Is just an absolute no-brainer. And you only have to look at Jared Bowen and Said Benrahma and their impacts on the team so far. Maybe Benrahma a bit up in the air, to know that championship players that get their chance in a Premier League outfit that have the quality like Josh King does are absolutely going to be hungry as to deliver and will deliver at the end of the day.
And he's proven in the Premier League. And
he is,
season, so.
Yeah, and he's got...
I wouldn't expect him to come in and set the world alight purely because, a lot of his goals do come from penalties.
And he hasn't played for a while as well, mate. He hasn't played for 2 months.
He certainly would fit. Is more what we need to focus on is buying players that have quality. And Josh Wilson. King. Getting players mixed up there. Josh King has the ability. Certainly is. He probably won't. It's one of those things where I think at Bournemouth he's hit his plateau, but he fits the system. And this is where, again, when it comes down to where the overall problem is recruitment, in the we don't want another, as much as I actually do think he's a bloody good player, but just not, as you say, Angus, just not suited to the overall style of the Premier League.
Josh King?
No, I'm saying Seb Haller is what I'm saying. So we don't.
Sorry.
I'm saying we don't want someone that is a good player. I mean, you could, but is not necessarily a fit. It's not even a case of it fitting the team, but just, proper scouting network.
Exactly.
But we're going to get that overnight. We got Josh King on an absolute plate. Why not? I mean, I saw someone, again, it's talking, some of the players we've been linked with, people talking their heads out. There was someone going on about, I think we should go for Dominic Solanke. And I'm like, he may be scoring a few goals in the Championship, but he's struggled at the Premier League at so many times.
Dominic Solanke shit. Let's start with that.
He could come good. But it's like there's certain players that have been available and not been too expensive. Like for example, considering Callum Wilson cost Newcastle 12 million, why the fuck were we not all over?
He was always going to deliver for Newcastle.
And there was a lot of doubt. There was a lot of doubt. People were saying that his injury record, and he's gone to Newcastle, and he's unbelievable. He's not to set the world alight, but he's picked up 5 or 6 goals, which in a poor team, in a really
team. So imagine if we had Mikel Antonio and we got Callum Wilson to come in, Well, Josh King's what I'm saying. Like, I think it's time to shut again. I did jokingly say on our message group that today is literally the last chance for Haller, and I was if it wasn't work, this is pretty much what I'm prepared to say is that I think if a couple German teams are interested in him, or there's also talk of Wolves, do the similar thing with Benrahma where we just loan him, but Wolves say, look, you sign him in summer, but we'll loan him to you for 6 months, but you're signing him in summer for whatever. And get someone in, but it only works if you get someone in. If we don't get someone in, my fear is that they're planning to let go of Haller and they're going to retrain Diop as a centre forward, which is just a recipe for disaster, in my opinion.
Very quickly, Callum Wilson has one less goal than Harry Kane. I think that's all you need to know. They're both on penalties. In a shocking team that creates nothing apart from through him.
And he costs £12 million. Now we're talking to Josh King. Exactly. Picking up Josh King for what, 6, 7, 8 for the extra few. I'd have Callum Wilson ahead of Josh King. Just gonna put that
but the thing is, his price has gone up incrementally. He's now, even with his age, he's now a £20 million signing. I'd say, Callum Wilson, because but that's a no-brainer. You think about Villa and Ollie Watkins. He's virtually doubled his transfer fee over 6 months. You think about Wesley Fofana from Leicester City. So the claim that you can't afford things, and if you've got the money and you see the ability, sign the bloody player because you'll get him out for a profit as well. But going back to Josh King very quickly, he'd be our fastest player. Statistically, he's faster than Mikel Antonio.
I don't know, man. I fancy Mickey in a foot race. But yeah, definitely adds pace. I mean, look, arguably with Fornals, like I said on the stream, the lack of a wing-back system does hurt us in terms of width and pace and carrying the ball. It 100% does. If we're going to play a 4-2-3-1, we need to inject a bit of pace in the team. And whether, Mikel missed his chance or not, it did change. And I think if you can get someone like a Josh King in January, be decisive. It's a no-brainer. You can see it coming from a mile away. He's leaving Bournemouth at the end of the year. So there should be a cut price deal available. Go out, get him. Stop playing around with these silly, 35-year-old strikers who've been playing in the Chinese league for 2-3 years and do the business. And I think if we do that, then we can start to look forward and have some serious options and squad depth.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I just looked at Josh King. From what I've watched, he's incredibly pacey. He's in terms of top speed, he was one of the best in the league last season. So, he's just one that can, and the pace can cause trouble. It doesn't matter almost, how good you are at ball control half the time, as long as you can. Yeah, obviously you're not going to put the fastest. There's a reason why Usain Bolt isn't playing professional football, and that's because he's shit at football. But it's just one of those things that causes trouble. It's that the standout quality, I think, for me in attacking play is virtually is pace, because once you're past them, they can't keep up. Yeah. So, and that's again, Vardy, Aubameyang over the years, the fastest players. Adama Traore, his impact, obviously in a Wolves side now that's starting to create more and dominate possession more, which probably doesn't suit him as much. But, Dan James's impact on Manchester United early in last season as well. It's just but Dan James is a pace merchant, and he tore up the Premier League for the first 3 months. Now maybe a different story, but, it's just a cause for concern. As soon as a player comes on with a bit of pace, like Mikel Antonio, everyone is scared for their lives. Ryan Fredericks as well. Andy's just written that in the comments. You chuck him at right mid, I'm sure there'll be a couple more defenders a bit scared. Obviously, again, you wouldn't do that, but yeah. Yeah,
no, definitely a bit more in pace. Charles, do you want to wrap this one up, mate, for final thoughts on this Everton game and obviously that last minute winner from Tomas Soucek?
Yeah, I mean, just all round, actually, I think we're all very positive with the team at the start of the stream, very positive. I think we were slightly iffy on Dawson, and we had a few bits in that game where we were a bit concerned about him. And look, long term, I don't think he should be starting for us, but I am happy for him that he's done well in the 2 games that he has come in. And just throughout the game, we were defensively just so in tune. We honestly kept Everton down to a minimum. I think they might have only got 1 shot on target or something in that whole game, but defensively we were outstanding. So credit to the team there. And then credit to Moyes as well, because he makes important substitutions. As Angus said, Antonio comes on and offers just a completely different solution to what Haller has. And, we've certainly missed him, and he puts himself about and has that pace. And just created a complete threat for us. And so we kept on pressing throughout that second half. I thought the second half we were so much better in terms of our attacking, from an attacking point of view. And then obviously, Soucek works hard, gets a shot off, parried by the keeper. Cresswell comes up again, blasts it wide, and Soucek gets the touch to put it in. And
Soucek's post-match interview, apparently he's been
rambling on about
potatoes. So I'm looking forward to listening to that.
But yeah, I mean, honestly, overall, it's not going to be the most exciting game to rewatch for a football fan. But honestly, as a West Ham fan, you've got to be happy with that. Going away to a really strong Everton team, getting the win. And we're maybe not as high up the table as we were at the start of the season, but we've been really good this half of the season, and now we get a nice 10-day break, which hopefully should set us up in good stead for the rest of the season and for that game against Stockport in the Cup.
Exactly, mate. It's going to be interesting. We, of course, will be back for that Stockport game. There'll be a watch-along for that. Thanks to everyone for watching. Charles, Dennis, Angus, as always. It was really, really enjoyable. What would you like to say, mate?
One more thing. I was just going to say, I've just done my interview with Ross Budden on his channel.
Check it out.
I've just put a link in the I'll put a link in the comments. So if you give that a watch, that'd be much appreciated. Sorry, Corey.
Yeah, no, 100%. Go and watch Charles's. Go and watch Dennis's if you haven't.
And Dennis's. Yeah.
Angus, where's the call up? We expect the call up very soon.
I was meant to be on. I was actually meant to be on in 3 hours' time, but I had to tell Russ to give it another 24 because I'll be up for this.
Keep an eye out for that on my Amazon 11, Russ's channel, which is fantastic. So give it a check out. Everyone watching, we've had such great viewership this evening. So drop a like before you leave. Subscribe to the West Ham Way if you're new. I'll be back for a post-match reaction. And I've got an opposition fan on, so it should be interesting to talk through that Tomas Soucek last-minute winner. And until the FA Cup, take care.